Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? You good?
I'm not doing great. I mean, I'm doing fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Good.
Great.
Don't send the cops.
No snitches.
No snitch.
No snitching.
No snitching.
As you know, there are no
All right.
snitches.
So let's before we get into anything, before we get into anything that we've joked about before stream, let's just go ahead and cut that right in the butt. Go ahead and nip that right there. My guys, welcome. We're a little bit late today. Sorry about that. But we had reasons. I waited for food and I was hungry.
I
Also-
agree, it's important.
Also card games, I guess, you know.
No, there was no setup. It was just food.
Yeah, it was just food. Yeah, it was. I didn't. I have no real actual reason for it. It's just food. Definitely. Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
like we all parasocially, like we're in the smodge pot going ooga chaka, and like we're eating off of Deco's plate as Deco did the ritual.
You say you were parasocially doing that?
How do you parasocial?
How do
I
you
wanna know, actually.
parasocially do that?
I would like to know more, actually.
Parasocially cuddle, my dude.
I don't know, man. I just think you stepped over a line. Is all I'm saying. You know,
I stepped
Like, we
over
ain't-
your dick.
we ain't that close yet. You know.
Oh shit.
No, we ain't at that yet. Maybe
We ain't like that.
maybe if you get to the point that me and Fomal are at, then we can think about that.
That's not true. I'm sorry, I have a duty to reality. That's not true.
I see what Fomal is saying.
No, Fomal. You see,
and
here's the thing
Fomal
though.
have a
You
far closer relationship than me and you, and I should
yeah.
be like.
I mean, to be
going
fair, Fomal
fast.
isn't the one I have the highest relationship with. That would definitely have to be Lindo.
Aw.
I mean, don't worry, Emerald.
No, Emerald, you and Will, you have my. I don't think I've known you two long enough.
All right, fuck you about the Will one. You've known him for so long. Fuck
I don't think
you.
I don't think I've known you and Will long enough. I don't think
Not
that we
only
need
have
to.
you known them for much longer, but if we're going to add, you've been gaslighting me for like a year.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see what I'm fucking talking about?
No, I
I'm
don't.
pretty
I just
sure
said I
I know
didn't.
Deco the least.
Emerald, I know you're confused.
No,
but
Lindo,
the
we're the
time
closest.
You think has been spent.
No,
has been
I
given
am
to
pretty sure
Fomal.
the least.
No. We're the closest. You know what? You know what, Lindo? I'm gonna
Mhm.
prove to you that you're the closest to me.
Okay, what's my first name?
Well, but I'm gonna prove to you in a way only I can. I could tell you that,
No
but
one else in this call can actually name my first
no.
name.
Only I can tell. Hold on. Let me show
you
you.
know for a fact that I can answer that.
Actually, Fomal actually can.
Let me show you how close I am to you. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. And then everyone will know. It's how that goes.
Okay.
Let me give me a minute.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Mhm.
There you go. I did it.
Yeah. What you did?
I showed you how close you are to me by overturning Card Gardener's ban.
I thought you were gonna be
You have-
like.
You have your glasses again.
I thought you were gonna be like,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Lindo,
Congratulations.
we're so close that I only trust you with telling us what happened last episode.
That would have been good too.
No.
That would've been
We're
good.
gonna do that.
That would have been pretty good too.
You restored my glasses. Yeah, we are really close. Sorry
Yeah,
about that, Fomal.
That's alright. Continue.
Don't
Alright,
forget, I
Emerald.
sent you Spider-Man.
We're gonna have to sword fight for third place.
We do. Here's the thing. We're so
I actually
close.
have it framed on my wall.
We're so
Yeah,
close.
you-
We have so that's the thing. Like the three of us, we have a certain comic that holds us all together.
Odin's
Yeah.
Spade is our
Odin's
strongest
Spade
bond.
is our bond. It's our blood.
You know,
I was
I'll
thinking
send.
it was more like the One Ring, where it was kind of like a
Yeah.
curse, so we all had to carry.
Once Emerald and Will can be allowed into Odin's Fade, that's what we call our group. That's what we call our group of friends. Then maybe they'll be on the same.
Yeah.
You know, Emerald, I'll send you one for Christmas.
I've only been doing the Summoners Network thing for like 6 months.
Yeah.
That's
See?
not true. There is evidence.
Will's
to the contrary.
Will's basically an intern at this point.
That's not true.
I mean, my only Summoner Network canon event is Uncle Ben dying.
That's true.
So I just want to point out, you pay all these 3 over here for art. I'm the unpaid intern here.
That's true.
I mean, he's not wrong.
That's a pretty solid argument. I'm gonna say it. That's.
Not that
I mean, half the time.
Something
Half the time, whenever I want to give, Homel art, they just tell me give me other things instead. So I don't know about that. Or throw it over here.
They get paid in some way.
And Lindo, like
Okay.
honestly, he just gets paid in sexual favors.
You know what,
I don't.
Emerald? You know what, Emerald? It's with deep humility that I allow you to be last place.
Cool. Thanks.
Emerald
Yeah.
will always have creepers.
Oh man.
We'll always have creepers. Only Emerald knows that. Anyway, so with that being said, we're gonna jump into game. Habwa! Perfect. Here we are. All of us. All of the DARPs. You guys and Car Garden. All 5 of the DARPs. We're in, having a good time. Nothing in the room has mostly changed, except there are some new decks running around, but we'll talk about that later. With all of those things being said, with the fact that we need to get into things, since we're a little bit late today, who wants to tell us what happened last time?
I shall do the task.
You sure?
The task of recapping. Yeah. No,
Okay.
no, I can do this.
No, I believe
No.
in you too. I believe in you too.
Yeah, I can wing it just from like the placement of things.
Fucking teacher's pet.
You want to go? I'll
No.
show you these teachers' hands.
No, I'll be good.
I'll show you these teachers' hands.
Damn. What the fuck did I come back to? I was going for like 3 seconds. Why are you guys
I got called a
beat each other
teacher's
up now?
pet, so I was like, I'll show you these teachers' hands. Anyway,
Oh, damn.
so previously on 5Darps Ragnarok, yes, that's the current
Yeah,
title.
yeah, we're
don't forget
Ragnarok.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was session 69. Don't forget, it was really important.
68 plus
Um,
1.
68 plus 1. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next one will be 358 days over 2. Anyway, as we were returning from the previous scene of Piper being lightning bolted, and dealing with the ramifications, the emotional turmoil that each of us were dealing with. Otto unsure of what to do next. Priska just panicking and also vowing to get revenge. Riku was there because I wasn't. And Gear thinking, hey, maybe I just call her. So she did. And Piper picked up. And as she did, she was like, yeah, I'm in somewhere dark. It's cold. I'm scared.
I'm so lonely.
and so lonely. And then another voice was like, could you shut up? You're ruining my thing. So it turns out Majesty's ruler, he didn't do the thing of smiting someone down. No, he used his teleportation ability, which is, part of the cost for a boss, because every boss has teleportation. Just look it up, it's true. Anyway, he just teleported.
Look it
and
up, it's facts.
Apparently, yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
Like, name your boss that can't teleport. Anyway, as he, dealt with Piper by explaining, hey, yeah, so I just want you out of the situation. I'm not going to kill you, but also the first time always hurts. And Piper was like, you're so lucky Phil Killer wasn't here to, listen to your phrasing. It was like, what? The first time always hurts. Anyway, as that happened,
It doesn't
he
always.
was like,
It's not supposed to always. But, it's magic.
always, yeah.
It's just magic.
Yeah. Magic. Anyway, as he was like, wait, they have a way to communicate Piper. You know what? Let me just get rid of that. So he brought Gear into the same closet as Piper. So eventually the two were able to get out of the closet. Not a metaphor, a literal closet. And the two of them talked. Piper talked to Devil Ruler. She learned a bit more about what was going on. He also revealed that he had Seven and Lord Jinzo trapped, but they were kind of like chilling, kind of trapped, not trap. And he was like, could you guys, when they get here, look panicked on the wall, especially you, Lord Jinzo. I know this is not a threat to you, but just come on, play with me. Yeah.
I know
And
nothing could ever be a threat to you, Lord Jinzo, but please.
Yeah. And then he was like, Poyo, and Devil Ruler was like, you drive a hard bargain, but deal. So that would be occurring when they would get there. But the two of them talked a little about, his past, what had happened, how, he was kind of a ruler before, but, this time it's his turn on the throne, and just gonna see what's happened next. And then he called Mahavalo. And speaking of Mahavalo, Otto went to his next trial where he saw Mahavalo in his golden drip, in the drip of majesty. Majesty's drip, if you will. As he was there, Otto was like, I have failed you, my friend. I want to, get things right. And Majesty's ruler was like, not Majesty's ruler, I'm sorry. Mahavalo was like, Otto, you have a very tumultuous trial ahead of you. And Otto was like, I'm ready. And Mahavalo was like, you've passed. And then the two of them talked for a little bit. And then Majesty's ruler was like, come on, do something, duel him. And Mahavalo was like, you know what, let me just cut the Skype connection. There we go, now we can just talk in private. So Mahavalo was able to communicate to all, explaining what was going on, the time there, how he feels much more better connected to Majesty as instead of, Dark Destruction, and how he wanted to be by Otto's side forever. And Otto was like, sure, my dude, this is not weird at all. And then Mahavalo was like, also, I have these 3 magical doors for you to go through. You want to go through these doors? And then Otto was like, sure. Wait, sorry, that's 4 doors. No, there's only one single door, but they go to different places.
The
Anyway,
hyperbole chamber.
Yeah, the hyperbole chamber.
They all went to the Hyperlion chamber. And while they were all separated, Otto had to deal with a sword situation. And during that situation, our boy Cherubin revealed his true self, Lizard Bro, Dino Bro. He had a glow up. Basically, mask off, had a glow up. And 2 of them worked together to basically get rid of the Dark Destruction influence from Otto. And he's good, he's clean. He doesn't have any more Dark Destruction, allegedly. And then he would step out, Mahavalo would talk to him a little bit, and then the 2 of them would work on basically maintaining his outfit through a different magical means. And as that happened, the colors would change on the outfit. Meanwhile, with Priska in her room, she was fucking about and finding out. And so in that place, she met a dragon in an egg, and then the egg hatched, and may have been a metaphor simile, I don't know. But they met a cool dragon. They met Clear Gem Dragon. It's a neat dragon. It reminded of their dragon, Gem Dragon, I think. Dazzling Dragon? I think it's Dazzling Dragon. Yeah, reminded of them.
It was dazzling, yeah.
But they couldn't figure out.
Because I was bullied.
Yeah. But yeah, as that happened, eventually they left the room. They held the card for a bit, but when they left, they didn't have the card anymore. That might be a quest line they may need to go on. But for now, things are good. Riku went into his room. Static. Riku left the room. And then the 3 of them went on to see what would happen next. Eventually, they made their way to the throne of Majesty's Devil Ruler. By the way, I missed a really important side note. Idris is all good. Ansatsu, no sign language now, so that's good news. Also thought she was, throwing the real signs until, he realized, oh, that's sign language. So thumbs up. That was because Majesty's Devil Ruler was like, I need to communicate with everyone. So, Ansatsu, I'll teach you sign language. Anyway, back to the presents. They went into the throne room, and Majesty's Devil Ruler was like, okay, everyone get into positions. Everyone did so. Lord Jinzo, played along because, that's all he can do. He can play along. Anyway, they all went up. Otto talked to Majesty's Devil Ruler for a little bit, and then they dueled. During the duel, there were ups and downs. Otto did the smart thing and was able to get rid of the potential of maximum summoning happening for Majesty's Devil Ruler. As he was on the back foot, Majesty's Devil Ruler decided to activate his instant win condition, which required him to summon Toby first. Which was I forgot the card's name, but basically he was able to summon cards of the heroes from another world. You know, heroic legacies, if you will.
He destroyed the maximum monster with it.
Yeah, he pulled some bullshit and destroyed the maximum monster with it. But the downside of that card was, if that card got destroyed, then he would lose the duel. But as that was happening, each turn he would get a different member of the previous DARP group, DARP generation, from this current timeline. As each of them appeared, he would give some lore about them, about how one of them was a king, that one of them was a hero, one of them was, you know, a very powerful warrior, one of them died, and he was the one who kind of held the group together, and so they kind of went on their separate ways, eventually all dying and passing away. GG, you guys did good, but, you know, shit happens, Holmes. Anyways, as the duel concluded, Majesty's Ruler was able to accept his defeat by Otto, as Uriah seared him with holy fire as Majesty's Devil Ruler screamed for like a minute straight. You know, the Joey moment. Anyway, as that happened, we all went up to him. We managed to talk to him for a little bit and convince him to actually take the throne, because he could change as a person. Because as petty as he is, he didn't kill Piper.
He was never a bad person to begin with.
I don't know. I'm a pretty huge fan of that one.
He
That one's
literally
actually
taught
pretty
someone
cool.
sign language.
I'm just saying, I do like not being dead. That's like a huge factor for me, so I do agree. Thumbs up on that one.
And also, we never, you know, made any, like, battle funny, so...
Yeah, that's on you. But anyway. But yeah, as that concluded, Majesty's Devil Ruler would be taking the throne, and the group talked to each other about the information that they learned. Something about, I'm pretty sure I missed a key bit of information, which was something about a different spirit, but then Riku mentioned a completely different thing, and then the horror movie trope happened.
You want to explain the horror movie trope?
Riku was like, hey, do you know about the thing about the, at the resurrection of the Neverald King, and then something, and then Piper was like, Riku, why do you do that? You've just jinxed us. And Riku was like, there's nothing bad going to happen. Then chills, and then Piper was like, fucking told you so.
There are literally monsters based off of horror movies, and this is the world they come from.
Oh, wait, is it? Holy shit.
I mean, the spirit world is where they come from.
Ah, okay. I can't wait to get to Slasherville. Or whatever. Or whatever. Slasherville.
Thank you very much, Lindo. I gave you 3 little splations over here.
Thank you.
They're great. They're great little splations. I really appreciate that. As mostly, yes, that was all essentially what went down. As you guys, in the very end, mentioned this prophecy you guys had apparently recently discovered or heard about. There was some kind of a strange rumbling about the area, but before we get to that, before we get to any of that, first things first. I don't know if any of the ones from then should be the one to show up on the thing here. So I'm gonna put this as the card of the day.
Let's see.
It's just Clear Gleam.
Clear Gleam.
Hey,
Clear Gleam's pretty cool.
a very pretty dragon.
It's a rock.
Its wings are like snow.
Trains
The
dragon.
rock.
It's a rock.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
It's also not Apollo.
That's not a ball.
This sucks though, I have to say.
You're not me.
This sucks. I was hoping it was Apollo, but once more I've been deceived. When will these nefarious lies end?
But before we get into what is happening here, there is one thing we need to go back and do. Go back in time, have a little doo-doo-doo, 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 as we do. That's not it. That's
Also, I
also not
fixed
it.
the card. Formal, you'll like it
Oh,
now.
I was in the wrong playlist. That's why.
Which one?
Here you go.
That's not it. Where's it at? There we go.
Did you
I
get it?
found it. Riku.
At the bottom.
God bless.
Yes.
Before everything went down, you had made sure everyone went into their respective holes. You know, this is actually a lot darker than I remember it being. I don't actually want this to be it. This is actually a lot more potential death. That's not even correct. We'll do this one. But Riku,
Yes.
as all three of you make your way into the hyperbole chamber, the chamber of hyperbole, you helping get the others in, stepping through yourself, you find yourself in a very hot area. It sort of reminds you of that feeling you had whenever you were standing out overlooking the large hole in the satellite. A strange heated wind almost throughout the entire place, like a sauna. If you ever used one of those, which you haven't because you're in the satellite.
Yeah. I know what one of those is.
I
Riku is like,
haven't, but
no.
that's because I was there for 5 seconds and then I fainted.
It's more like when you have a really hot shower and
Yeah.
like there's still steam everywhere in the bathroom because you keep everything shut in case the giant rats come in to attack you.
Exactly.
Yeah. That sort of feeling around the area. Very, very, very humid, very hot.
Rats? Multiple?
Yeah.
No.
Not as big as that one. You know,
Oh, okay, alright.
large
continue.
enough.
You see, the rats have a hierarchy, and the one we worry about is Big Boss.
One we worry about is Rat King.
Yeah.
Giant Rat King, you see. But no. As you step in and you start looking about the area, you find that this strange heat all over you does seem to be sort of familiar to you.
Hmm.
You find, as you look forward, this strange heat begins to become more visible to you. You find this white mist all over the ground, swirling through the air, and eventually settling in front of what appear to be 3 figures standing in front of you. As you find 3 figures standing in front of you, what are you saying hello for? Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh. I thought you said all 3 of us.
No. 3 figures, not you.
I am the
Oh,
ghost of
Brica.
Christmas past.
As you see these 3 figures in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know, is there anything in particular you want to do, you want to say, you want to look for? What's going down? What's going through your mind?
First is like, hey, Priska and Otto are gone. Magic what's it? Second of all, this feels familiar to me.
This feeling, the entirety of this place feels somewhat familiar to you. The entirety of the just hot, humid area mixed with this strange swirling mist, the feeling of heat, but also the power of wind about you. Again, very reminiscent to whenever you're looking over the hole in the satellite. Everything here feels very familiar to you.
Riku will just say out loud, do you know what this place is?
One of the figures responds. The one in the center. Well, of course I do. The question is, do you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It feels familiar.
Familiar? In what way?
The heat, the winds. It feels it feels the closest to what I think a home would feel like.
Home? Interesting.
It's comfortable.
The figure in the center steps forward. And as they do, you find that their silhouette is odd. They appear to be humanoid. However, at the top of their head appears to be this headdress of some kind, this spiked protrusions coming from it. As this person stands looking in front of you, they feel familiar as well.
I know you don't.
Perhaps. Though, I suppose it is, difficult to give the true answer to that. You are different than mine. But I suppose in essence the same.
Because I'm not.
Because you're not.
Because I'm not completely a spirit, right? The fact that I have
A
a
spirit?
human form. Yes. Would the correct words be a dragon?
This form's name. Do you know it?
Yes, I have two names. Red Eyes Wyvern or Red Eyes Old Swan.
You are very confused. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
No, I do.
Sorry you coughed for me.
No, I do.
I mean, you didn't cause this. Or am I about to realize you did?
Well, I suppose I did, yeah. In a lot of
Well,
ways.
Then still don't apologize. I met some really good people, and eventually I'll get my memories back, along with some new ones.
How about I call you, since you are confused about your name, I'll call you Oathsworn then. It's very hard for me to think of that as your name, but...
And then you can call me what everyone else calls me. Riku.
There you go. Much easier. Riku.
And you are? Is there anything I can call you by?
Shaman.
On the nose, don't you think?
Unlike you, I don't have much beyond what I am now. In life, that was long, long ago. Far longer than I think many human or spirit could remember. So shaman is fine, but unless you have something else for me.
Maybe I'll be able to pick up something once. Maybe I'll be able to get something by the end of it. After all, you can't just name someone. Well, give a name to someone you've just met, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you can. We've been calling Kiwi since we met him.
To be fair, I don't know that. I think that's his real name.
To my right and to my left, you will find two others. If we were to give them names, the Defender and the Prophet.
The Defender and the Prophet.
Both of them are at your disposal, Riku. Though, it seems that with the power of this place, I can only give you one. And unfortunately, that cannot be me, as much as I would want to.
I see. But what if I throw a fake card?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Riku.
I would like to activate a fake card. I was like, I could say our character, but it'd be funny if I say it in and let me see what happens next.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Come over here to your place here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and shuffle, and let's see what you got.
Let's go.
Sometimes I wonder if that is the judgment. An NPC attached to you in some way has an event down around them darkened, helping them through it may give a new chance at a stronger bond. That's fine. Let's go with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, let me add that second one to it as well.
Go ahead, then.
I walked away. What the fuck happened?
I activated fake cards. Anyway.
Oh.
Strength.
Player keeps this card. They can then use it to force a critical success or fail on a physique or finesse check. This may also use the card automatically resist being knocked out or taken to low health by a blow and regain all stamina.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, did you do the fucking judgment?
I drew judgment, yeah.
Here you go, bud.
It's like 3 minutes.
I have a strength already, so 2 strengths is chill.
You find that as you look forward toward them, this person does seem to falter.
Riku will try and run and hold them.
You go forward. As you do, you reach into the mist and you reach forward. You try to catch them, but their visage seems to go right through your fingers.
You're not fully here, are you?
Not any longer, no.
How can I help?
This is not about me, Riku. This is about you.
But you're important to me in some way.
To choose one of them. Can you do it?
I can. Yes. We help you afterwards, yeah? No matter how long it takes. You got that?
If you wish to find me, you would find me in a place that is not regarded by us who dwell the land, but instead a prison of those who reign supreme in the sky.
the higher planes, right?
Good boy.
I promise I'll get there.
Riku,
Yes.
I have been there for long, such as that your life you have spent is maybe a blink in my eye. Do not dwell on me. Do not rush to me. I ask of you, Riku, that you take the Defender, the Prophet, and any else who remain in our tribe, and you fulfill the wish that we gave you long ago. Can you do that?
For the longest time, I've been trying to figure out why I'm here. Was it just to struggle in the satellite? Or was it to enter the form circuit? Maybe those things are beyond the way, but for the first time in a long time, I feel that this is something that I can do, and I will do.
For those of us who dwell on the ground, for those who looked up at the sky, we would do anything to soar high where we saw those great beasts from before. Maybe we gave too much, but in the end we made a power that would rival even the strongest dragons. The figure reaches out towards you. As they do, you see them slightly come into view as you see what appears to be a woman kneeling in front of you with a strange headdress upon them. As this woman looks to you, there is... It's difficult because you had this card activate. They don't look like a big smiley right now.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a pained look on them.
Yeah.
However, they do look to you with a very warm smile. Riku, I would like for you to roll me for your experience.
Yeah, boy. -3, baby. Let me pop these in. Let me get 3 of these. Okay, we should be good. Let's roll. Second roll. Third roll. Come on. 17. And the last roll.
Roll me 2 more times.
Cool. So 17 was the highest so far. And then we'll go for the method.
The method?
The method.
The method!
Oh my god.
Yo, everyone, the method.
We haven't seen it in so long.
Inverse method. 17 plus 1 and then plus 1 for my magician, 19.
This is actually very funny.
Mm-hmm.
The 18 would not have done it.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
But because of the magician,
Yep. Magician carry.
Riku,
Yeah.
you look to this person, as you do, This person with this warm smile to you, with the same vibrant hair color as yours, whose eyes seem to remind you of the same eyes you see whenever you look in a mirror.
Eureka will make sure to take off his glasses.
I'm so mad of how many fucking states you have. I'm so mad. I'll take off my glasses. Fuck off.
Eureka will look to them. Give a smile. I think I know who you are. I promise I'll
more
get there.
quick-witted than I thought.
Not always.
You
Well-
see them look to your face as their hand, even though you can't feel it, rubs itself slightly over where your left eye would be. What happened?
A really bad situation.
No. We did not go through what we did. We did not find use of that crimson power for you to be like this.
I'm gonna put a pin on that part.
She leans back from you for a moment. As she does, she brings her hand toward where her headdress is and pulls it down over top of her eyes. She then brings her hand underneath the headdress, and for a single moment, you see a plunge slightly of her fingers.
Hey, why are you?
She brings her hand back. As she does, she steps forward. Whoever did this to you, crush them. For me.
Of course, Mom.
She puts her hand over your eye. And Riku, you
Yeah?
feel a very slight twinge. But as you sort of step back, you feel a fullness behind your eyelid.
I won't let this go to waste. I'll make sure he knows not to mess with us.
Believe me, Riku. All of the Shattered Worlds should remember not to mess with the Red Eyes tribe. Eventually they will remember that. You see a smile from them, though the headdress is still over their face. You see a slight trickle of red going down one side of their face. Now choose. The Prophet or the Defender.
Right now, I don't need defending. After all, I'm going to crush someone. So I need to make sure I do it right. Riku will walk over to where the Prophet would be.
So last time you chose the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not
This
the
time I have
simulation.
context.
Fine, I suppose.
This is not like the simulations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it does not matter which one you chose anyway. Anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
As we're gonna go ahead and bring up the other one then. You see as you reach out toward the other side, toward where one of them would be standing, you see another person, a slight visage of them behind the area standing in front of you, before the entirety of the visage, the swirling sensation that is in front of you, begins to form into your hands as you find the prophet with eyes of red in your hands. This one's a union monster.
You
Hey.
got a union.
I'll take the defender with eyes of red away.
Yeah.
Bye.
I would have picked you,
Changed
but
women.
context. Oh boy.
Look at you. You have more women. This is gonna
That's
be a
a
weird
sister.
conversation after this.
Oh boy. Hey Piper, my family used the Crimson Dragon power. Don't worry, I ain't going to. Maybe.
You have 2 eyes?
Let's ignore that.
Ricky, what the
Is that
fuck?
reason, or have you been faking it the whole time?
Like, wait, I forget. Did you actually have an eye in there, or was it actually just gone?
Oh, the
was
sucker
gone.
was missing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was completely gone.
My brother, you are an Uchiha.
Okay.
Oh, great. Now you're gonna have a state with both eyes open. I see how it is.
Yeah, now you have to get all the states with the eyes open, man. The economy's crashing.
Well, don't worry, I'll message fam. The
There
economy
you
will
go.
back up.
I made the prophet with eyes of red the new card over here.
Hey.
And you also need a sunglasses version.
When a card or effect is activated that targets this card, quick effect, you can special summon one Red Eyes Black Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can only equip this card to a dragon or dinosaur monster. While this card is equipped to a monster, if the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack or defense of the monster depending on its battle position. It do
Yeah.
big damage.
They do
So
big
are you like a
damage.
Gerudo? Because so far I've only seen women.
You know, you might be onto something.
Confused on the dinosaur part? I've mentioned this before, but the reason these guys are dinosaurs, first off, they're always talking in this about how they are very grounded, about how
Yeah.
they're a tribe that was grounded and then made something that could fly. Anyway, but second off, I wanted them to be dinosaurs because whenever I looked on the website for the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki, all it would always say is that Red Eyes was used by Atticus Rhodes and by Joey Wheeler. And I'm like, that's not fair. Technically, Rex had it first.
Yeah.
So I wanted these dinosaurs to be able to be used in a Rex deck, if anybody wanted to ever make a Rex Raptor deck. But yeah. He's fun.
Yeah.
That being
I'd
said-
love to make a Rex Raptor deck, but Susie's your NPC.
Exactly.
Well, that makes it funnier because Susie likes dinos anyway.
Yeah.
But yes, whenever that happens, you see the defender sort of fade away slightly as she looks back to you. That is all I can give you for now. This place, it's hard to bring myself to. If there was more that I could do, I could help, but for that, you would have to find a way to connect yourself with the higher planes.
Understood.
You see, after they say higher planes, their picture becomes a lot more like it is here, with a wide smile, as they lift their headdress very slightly, showing their one good eye. I never thought I'd be able to say that to anybody from my tribe. The fact that we did make it.
And we'll make it there again.
If you want to. Yes. But like I said before, you were made. You are here. You have the power to do anything you want. Your strength rivals that of the greatest of dragons. Do not ground yourself for me or for anyone else.
But what if I want to make sure you see me, well, fly, for the better lack of words.
Like I need to see it to know it's going to happen.
But what if I want you to?
Do what you want. And only what you want.
There was a time when I thought maybe doing what I want wasn't the right thing. Turns out the person who suggested that was completely wrong. Impulse is how I live. And that's what gets me through most things.
Impulses are fine. But make sure you're smart about it.
Of course.
That is all I can do. They seem to stumble back very slightly as they pull their headdress back down.
You've done more. You've done that more than most people.
I never thought that there would be a time where I could have this kind of conversation with you. This place, this power is strange, but it works. Until then, Riku.
Mom.
You see headdress down, blood going down one side of their face. They just tilt their head back and start laughing to the sky. As a great wind seems to separate the two of you, pushing you back. As it does, you skid to a stop, trying to get one last look before getting expelled from the doorway.
Okay, so that's why I get that evil laugh. Damn. Riku just remembers the time where he almost went psycho with the whole patch situation.
You have your mother's eye in the other one.
It's like a Uchiha, but like weirder. Anyway, let me keep my eye closed until the situation calls for it.
Man, no one can know about this.
It's fine. You have
too much.
It's fine. You have those glasses. You can hide it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. Glasses back on, and I have years of training.
You just like look up. You just like look over, like, oh, Priska, Otto, you're here. Anyway.
Apollo looks to your card going, and you don't have a tail. Yeah, exactly. Apollo rage crunkles.
I was just confused on the joke.
Apollo has a tail and you don't. You could have had a red eye's tail, but no, you just have two eyes.
Oh no, just 2 eyes? Ooh woo.
Just 2 eyes? What kind of plot has only 2 eyes?
And it,
I'm not gonna take this from 2 eyes motherfuckers like you.
But
look
yes.
at you with your 20/20 vision. Oh, look at me. I could do archery.
Going
I
back,
can get a driver's license.
going back to where we're at, around the time that everything comes down here, where the prophecy is mentioned, you guys all hear or feel some kind of very much a force surrounding the area, a movement almost, as the area around shudders. You see Devil Ruler stand up from where he's at. As he looks around, no, you are right. Something has changed.
Wait, it's happening now? Like right now?
I don't understand how, but it appears as if something knew this is how things would play out. But I don't understand what could make that much of a... He thinks back. You here. The 4 of you. What do you know of this place?
Am I back here for a reason, or do I have to move my...
You didn't move last time.
You didn't do that time.
You didn't go forward.
You're like,
Hey, you can come over.
yeah, let's come on, let's make
over
out
here.
before we
Get
all
over here,
die.
come on.
Get over
Over
here.
here. Over here.
Don't grab me!
Get over here.
Don't lock me! Let me grab! There we go.
Do you mean specifically this part of the spirit world?
The realm
or...
of battle. What do you know of this
Um,
place?
Apart from the Netherrealm King making sure no one could fight again previously, and North Wemco being sealed under here.
North Wemco. The same North
Yeah.
Wemco that fought against Zork.
The one from the higher planes, right?
The one who, if released, would essentially destroy this part of the spirit world?
You must make your way to the forest of where North Wemco is sealed. Now.
Uh-oh. All right.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll see if I can't get someone to aid you. He looks over toward the closet for a second, but I'm sure that Lord Genzo can help.
If you see...
No
I'll make sure to carry Lord Genzo.
to dethrone you and have a tyrannical rule, right?
There is no one here that is anywhere near powerful enough to do that. However, I don't know much on this seal of North Wemco. You need to go and check it out.
Will do.
Let's
And if
go.
you see...
We'll move.
And if you see Dragoness, we're looking for her. He says, unaware of where she is.
Is? We said we're
Of
looking for her. If you
course.
happen to see.
Of course. Go now, go.
You guys, I know you guys have been wondering what's wrong, what happened to Jinzo. I drew it so you can know where Jinzo is for the rest of the game.
There he goes.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Perfect.
Man, he got out of the crystal. Good for him.
He's right there.
Yeah, he got out of the crystal, but he's a psychic type, so he can't get his head out.
If only we had the Niwatori.
Are you guys wanting to make your way across the realm of battle?
Yep.
Yeah, let's fucking
Yeah,
run. Let's
let's
fucking
go.
deck it.
As you guys make your way out, you will be followed by most of your companions here. I say most because as soon as everything is said and done at this place, you do find that there is a split amongst you when you guys go to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Upon finding yourselves out and into the main area, you do take note of a stop of Shuri as she looks back toward the big crystal up into the eye of this section and just kind of staring at it with a want of fighting. before you guys have any chance to stop them, they start rushing themselves back across the bones.
I wasn't gonna fucking stop her.
I wasn't gonna stop her. Let's
Yeah, let her have fun with us. Let's keep moving. Oh yeah. You said
I
it,
agree,
Lord
Lord
Jinzo.
Okay, keep them far from here. That's
Right now?
As you get out into the area, it takes you all a little bit of time to make your way over toward where the seal would be. You guys make note that, like what was said before, the realm of battle seems to be somewhat expanding. You see the forest ahead of you, a little bit larger than you had last seen it. Of course, looking over toward where the mountains are, where the Psycho tribes and all the others will be, seems to extend a little bit further out from there. But even the area between places seem to be much larger. You remember when traveling to different areas in this realm before, there was this darkness that was sort of over everything. And as you would step into and through different places, it would be sort of coalescing around you and, to an extent, blocking or impeding you. However, that doesn't seem to be the case this time. Guiltia is not needed to get you guys through these areas. But it does seem to take a little longer. Finally...
You guys noticed it, right? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna bring it up to the party, but if it's all visible, it's all good.
Finally, you guys would make your way to the edge of the forest. Upon getting there, you would find that the forest is very quiet. Stepping out and into the area you guys know to be where the seal is.
God, it's been so long.
It has.
Holy shit.
I think not yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
You would all find yourselves standing out in front of where this would be. You find Gear looking like, oh my! Because the entire area in front of you appears to be, again, erupting in those same flames you guys had made before whenever the Skull Servants had awoken this area. That being said, the water in this place looks as if it is draining. The skulls appear to be mostly intact, though new cracks seem to have been made on them and some bone seems to have fallen off from the sides. And finally, the worst that you see here, looking over toward the areas that would lead down to Zemia's domain. Both of them seem to be completely covered in rubble. Standing out in the front of all of this, looking where those flames are, you guys take note of what appears to be a figure standing in the center of these areas. It's Willen! No.
No! No!
Ah, it's Willen!
Guess who's back?
It is not
Willen's
Willen.
back. No.
It is not Willen, though it is someone in the same kind of darkness resilient cloak as those you have seen outside of this area. As this person stands, they appear to be chanting.
Okay, I know how to deal with chanting.
You do?
Cracks knuckles.
You want to try to rush your way over?
Rush? Yeah.
Riku, you rush your way. I'd say that with this being the case, several others would probably rush after you. Since, you know, they're good boys.
Yeah.
And girl.
Yeah.
And girl.
Fire.
Yeah, man. If
Hang on a second. This isn't right. There we go.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah.
There we go.
I'll protect you.
I'll protect you.
As Riku, you and the remainder of the other spirits around begin to start rushing forward, getting through the small amount of water that still remains here, though it is not very much at all, not very large at all. As you get over toward these areas, you begin to push against what appears to be this sort of barrier that that are in between the flames. As you are pushing through and trying to get your way through, you do find that Cherubim brings his large ball back and slam into it, and it does appear to be doing some kind of damage to it. However, none of the rest of the weapons here seem to be doing much of anything. As this is going on, go back to the scary music. There we go. As this is happening, Riku, roll me for your instinct, please.
Gotcha.
Are the rest of you guys doing anything back there, by the way?
I'm thinking, fuck.
I don't have.
You think of something.
Charge forward!
Do you want to charge forward?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's at least move over.
You don't have to. Okay, all right. Go ahead.
First roll
Go
18.
Run!
Second roll nat 20. Nat 20 plus 5 plus 7. And 27.
How about you, Otto?
Are you able to disrupt his ritual from here, Mahavalo?
I could attempt to try to gather whatever magics he's doing, but it would be difficult not knowing where the source of his sacrifice would be.
Knowing them, it's probably himself.
I can try. Roll me for your instinct as well then, Otto. But first, what'd you get?
27.
20. Never mind, Otto.
I know. I was waiting for him to say that he got a nat 20.
Riku, as you are trying to push against here and as you're trying to get in, the only one being able to do much of anything to the area seems to be Cherubim with the strange flames that coat his flail. However, you hear pained noises coming from all around you. As soon as you get there, and as soon as you start trying to push your way through, you hear pained noises coming from the skulls that are surrounding you.
Oh, oops.
He's using the skull servants.
What?
Don't use our baby boy!
Yes, they're in pain.
He sacrificed them from each skull. They're in the skulls.
Takes out card. Warrior of Hope!
Just gonna grab a thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Bloop. Bloop. Bloop.
Cool.
Bloop.
I love that I just have so many
Where is
fighty spirits. They're great. I love them.
Where is he is? Oh right, it's these guys. Bloop.
My
and
friends.
bloop. You guys find that yes, once Riku starts blottering out, there does appear to be noises coming from each of the skulls. As you get there, you call out Warrior of Hope. Warrior of Hope does seem to make his way out. Let me find where he landed. There he is. There's Brad. Perfect.
Yeah, actually, Nyanya and... You know what? Yeah, Nyanya. She hasn't been on screen for a while.
You definitely can. You guys do know that summoning more than one spirit would be
Yes.
rough. However, you can summon Yan Yan.
Yeah.
Technically,
I haven't
Otto
summoned
didn't
one yet.
summon any of these. They're just here.
Yeah.
Technically, the only one he summoned is Cherubim. But yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with
And-
Nyanya.
And what a boy to summon, honestly.
Yeah, man, he's great.
As you bring out Yan Yan.
Yeah.
As you summon Yan Yan, Yan Yan is looking around for a second, just kind of like taking in the area, like Yan, before seeing in front of her, and she's just like, oh, okay.
Okay, I follow.
all right, I get it.
Yeah. You get it, cool.
Quick,
cool,
while
cool.
we're getting everyone out, let's get Guilty out.
All right, you gonna bring
Hey.
Guilty out. Let's fucking go.
Guilty out. If the pattern I'm sensing in my calculations are right.
You bring out your bike. I'm playing.
Never mind, everyone
Oh my
else
god, no, Tori!
I don't feel cool anymore. I'm kidding.
As you bring them out, you look toward each of these skulls. I want to know who's going where. Otto, you currently are having your Majesty's Warlock attempt to take over the ritual. So you will stay here with Majesty's Warlock, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he will. Gotta protect my boy just in case. I need to jump in the wave like a blast.
So who's going where?
I'll take the top one.
Okay.
I'll go this way. I remember this asshole.
I guess I'll go this way. Whee!
All right. The rest will still be trying to go at the area here. We're gonna go to first Piper. Piper, you find, making your way toward the area, what appears to be 3 figures inside. You see, looking inside, what appear to be 2 figures looking as if they're in pain.
Oh shit.
You see the Wandering Doomed as well as the Duke of Dark Destruction, both of them seemingly on the ground writhing. In front of them, you see once again another figure standing over them, seemingly chanting.
Well, time to bring Duel Discount. Bash this fucker in.
You want to try? What do you want to try to do to him?
We're dueling.
You want to duel him? He doesn't seem to be. He doesn't seem to be. He doesn't seem to be paying attention right now. It doesn't really seem to be looking at you right now.
Oh hell yeah! We can just fucking hit him in the head. Go.
Fomo, hear me out. Grappling hook.
I already used my grappling hook.
Oh,
It's true, it's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Guiltia rushes
funny.
forward. As Guiltia is gonna go for an attack, I need you to roll me. Go ahead and roll me what appear. Roll me a +6, please.
Oh okay. I'll let you know how it goes.
Damn, a +6.
Guiltia's a big
8.
boy.
He's a big boy.
That is altogether a 14. As you strike into this person, you find that some kind of darkness appears around them as Guiltia's blade comes down and seems to, for a moment, get impeded by the darkness. But this is Guiltia. So even though you didn't hit the AC correctly, we also have to give Guiltia his anti-big darkness baby bonus, which gives him an additional +5, as he will strike against and down into this darkness, striking through and basically almost seeming to cleave this man in half.
Holy shit.
What you can tell, though, whenever Guiltia brings his spear down, a black dust appears to come out from the cloak. There was not a person there.
What the fuck?
These, I don't recognize them, but they have the same feeling as the old enemy, the Wicked.
So they're here trying to. God damn it! Are you two all right?
They appear to still be writhing down in pain. I think this is the wrong guy. I think it's supposed to be the other guy that's supposed to be here.
Yeah, the guy who was here was the guy with the sword.
Yeah. Let me get him. He's the one supposed to be here. This is his place.
Yeah.
So he was very insistent.
So this guy would. I will just throw this guy to the right
Priscus.
skull.
Yeah. He's supposed to be the right
this guy was
skull.
Priscus.
That's his skull.
And then the top skull has the Lord of the Skull Serpents
There
in
you
it.
go.
Yeah.
As you go up to him, you just hear
remember
you
you.
hear him you feel him. He's gripping onto the sword that he has. Like, you got to
Alright, stop yelling, we're pulling you out of here!
As you attempt to pull him out of here, Guiltia will make his way through and go to grab as well. However, you see that he does seem to get rejected away, and he puts his arm out towards you, like, hold on. There's
That's
still
alright.
there's still a wicked energy about them.
What?
They still seem to be crying out in pain, and there are still 2 other skulls. So give me a second.
They're moving on.
As we go to the next skull, which appears to have Prisca. As you look inside,
Hello, I'm Prisca.
it appear to be 3 figures. Inside you find 2 skull-like beings, two zombie-like boyos, both of them reeling in pain. One of them being your boy. It's your servant, your guy. He's given fealty to you. However, they appear to be on the ground, writhing in front of somebody who appears to be giving a chant about them. As they are chanting, looking down toward them, what would you like to do?
Warrior of Hope, attack them.
Warrior of Hope is going to go in. He does not have guilty as bonus. I would like you to roll me a +4, please.
Okay. I did whispering because fuck this guy.
I don't want him to hear me.
That's fucking 19.
Oh, damn. Nice.
You find Warrior of Hope upon seeing this and upon things going through. He brings out the blade on his side. For a moment, there is seemingly a choice that goes through his brain for a second as he brings the blade out. He looks to it, grips it, and instead of doing anything, relies on his own power and strikes forward, once again cleaving this person about, and dust coming out from their cloak, as if they were never even there.
You guys all right?
He then makes his way over toward one of the two, goes to pick them up, but a darkness surrounds them once again and seems to repel him.
No.
As we are going to go to the last skull.
Yellow.
That mother... Fuck!
Riku, as you make your way here, you find several people inside this skull. Where is that? There it is. You see a group of 5 people in this skull. As you look it through, most of them seem to be familiar to you. However, those are also the ones that seem to be having a bad time.
Yep.
You see the King of Yamimakai. You see Skull Servant, the one that is actually the one that you guys named at one point, but it is not one of all the other Skull Servants. He's a regular one. And then there's the King of Skull Servants, as well as Succubus Knight. All of them appearing to be here. You find a single cloaked individual standing in front of them, chanting as this is happening. As they are all writhing on the ground, I'd like to know, what do you want to do?
Yeah. Right then, bring down the lightning.
Nyan would look to the area in front of them, as they would. I'm going to roll something for Nyan really quick before we decide to rush them and murder them to death.
Nyan is a creator god, so Nyan would know things.
Well, Nyan could also, because of such a thing, has a different thing, but they don't, they can only say Nyan, so it's hard.
It's hard out here.
Just create words, creator god.
No. Nyan isn't a creator god. Nyan is a beast warrior.
Yeah, come on.
They're the same thing.
No. Creator gods aren't beast warriors. That's not true.
Wait. No, Emerald said that Beast Warrior is the same thing. Battle-Ox, congrats on the promotion.
Yes,
Battle-Ox, baby! Let's go!
The Battle-Ox meta has arrived, baby.
But no. As Nyan comes in, looks about the area, they look over toward you, Riku, as they put a little thingy up to you, as in shush, like a hoo, be quiet.
Give a nod.
Riku, with this small sense of quiet about you, roll me for your instinct.
Gotcha. Let me just grab 2 of those. Yeah, maybe a third.
Yeah, shoot yourself.
Listen, my instinct is an existence.
I mean, you have 2.
All right, instinct, not experience. Okay, we good. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's roll.
Every advantage is good.
9, second roll. 5, third roll.
Good for us. Such a
12,
fucking good track. Continue.
and last roll. So 12.
One more roll.
Cool. So 12 was the highest, plus 5, 16, plus 2, 17.
With a 17,
Mhm.
you hear, "Great wicked god, take these 4 sacrifices. Take them all into you, and arise once more through the body of thy enemy. From below and above, release thy power and awaken the way." You hear that repeating over and over.
Okay. Well, give thumbs up to Nyanya, and I think I'm just gonna punch him myself.
Oh, you and Yan Yan can now go in there if you would like to. You want to go? You want to go punch him?
Yeah, I think Nyanya's lightning will go everywhere.
As you go to punch, roll me for that good.
Yeah. Let's roll for that big stat, baby.
You also have a fleet.
Big giant stat.
Big giant.
Yeah, I'll grab 2 of these. I'll use 2 of these. Roll. First roll. 18. Second roll. 1. Third roll. And last. Not 20.
Riku,
Okay.
Plus,
you make your way forward. As you do. For anybody who'd be around, they would see you with just a look of readiness to murder in your eyes. Keyword eyes. As you rear back and you slam your fist into this person, they will dissipate, as well as release all of this dust about them. However, just as I mentioned before, the others remain in a state of yelling and screaming. You hear outside both Piper and Priska having a similar thing. Piper, Priska, you guys can still hear the cries not only from your own skull but from the others as well.
It's not working in here.
Yeah, not working in here either.
Riku,
Yeah, not working.
remember the chant.
I'm gonna be real. Lindo memory terrible.
Lindo, I made sure you listened to it. I even stopped you
I did.
beforehand.
You did. You really did.
Does any other players remember the chant?
I'm trying to grab it. It was,
Yeah.
take these 4 sacrifices. Specifically, the part I remember, something wicked god, something into the body of your enemy.
Yes.
So
The body of your enemy, followed by both.
I don't know. I don't think that's much for me.
I know that they're supposed to open the way.
All of you, you know what, Lindo in particular,
Yeah.
roll me experience, and I'll let
Yeah,
you.
that's fair.
I
that's
can't
fair.
just give it to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair. Again, like it memory.
No, I
It
get
hard.
you.
Yeah. Anyway, straight roll. First roll. 8. Second roll.
Roll me one more
8
time.
was the highest.
We'll see if this is
18.
so 15.
Minus 3, 15. Yeah, auto success just gave me the answer.
And that doesn't just give you the answer, first off, but the
Okay.
15 is enough.
Yeah, okay.
The next words were both above and below.
Above and
Samia.
below. Shit.
We have to go downstairs.
Riku will run out. The guy was chanting, he mentioned something from above and below. So there's more below.
Right, the underground.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, we have to make our way there. Come on. Ow, my bones. I was like,
Ow, my bones.
As you all reconvene slightly over where Otto is, we'll say for convenience.
Hell yeah.
You guys all know that the current ways down into Zemia's domain appear to be blocked. Is there anything you guys can think of in particular that could get you down there?
Killing ourselves.
I mean,
You've been waiting to say that legitimately for the past 5 minutes, haven't you?
Yes.
No one's debating me.
I'm trying to think of another way because there was another entrance to this place.
Yeah. Here.
No, there was another one because going through that.
The one
like,
from a battle, the one that was
yeah.
the
You
area
know what?
that we came from. Because remember that it's connected the underground and the. We could also just kill ourselves. Just say 50-50, right?
I don't like those odds.
Riku, just retrace your steps from when you were like, I'm gonna go here, and then you went there.
I mean, you guys found the place as well.
Is that really our only answer?
It's so funny that you guys are thinking of that because it's definitely nothing that I thought of immediately, but
Mahavalo,
kill me.
is the rule. Mahavalo, just to double check before we do anything, would killing ourselves bring us to Zemia's domain?
I believe the only reason all this is happening is because of the new Netherworld King. Unless the same policies are in mind, you may just die.
That's what I was thinking. Unless you can call, let's
Okay,
not
so
worry about
what's
that.
blocking the stairway? Is it like a giant
A
boulder?
lot of
or-
rubble.
A lot of rubble.
Basically, the entryways on both sides have collapsed.
Alright.
We're forgetting fucking something, and I'm trying so hard.
Genzo?
No, just.
Genzo?
Fire!
Remember when you ate stuff? Old Genzo? Grabs Genzo.
Oh my god, I have to see.
Oh my fucking god. Dude.
Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I love there are two Kerbals that were thrown today. The first one is we kill ourselves. The second one is what if we just make not Kirby do it?
They're the only things I could think of, honestly.
I love
Suicide
that
on
these
Kirby.
these are both things I did not think about. But I don't see why this couldn't work.
So, like,
Well,
what's the answer then?
We'll see if I'll let you know if this works.
You gotcha.
You guys see, for a moment, Lord Jinzo looks over toward the rubble and then seems to squinch down and then put his arms up as a little star comes out of Lord Jinzo. As this little star comes out of Lord Jinzo, it seems to flop away from him.
Lord Genzo, you look different.
Fire!
Oh, I think his name is Poyo.
That makes sense.
Lord Jinzo is then going to attempt to do this.
You've got this, Lord Poyo.
If this works, Mega Rock Kirby.
As they breathe in, you don't actually have the proper copyright to King Kong. You cannot sue Nintendo for this franchise.
As Lord Poyo looks toward this area, stares out, and then gives you all just like a look, a determined look. He begins to suck. As he sucks inward, the rubble begins to shift. As it begins to disappear from the entryway, you see him then float up into the air taking this large cheeks full of rocks and dreams. As he floats over to the side, he then shoots out a gigantic grouping of stars toward the barrier. As more cracks appear all over, shaking the foundation and causing this man's to fall over. The barrier is still there, but the man's inside has turned to dust.
Let's get moving, come on!
Thank you, Lord Pollo.
As you guys start rushing down. So there were two ways you guys could get through this before we move you guys on, because I just wanted you all to know the different ways. I mentioned whenever you guys got here that the water was draining.
Oh, right. Right.
Oh, that would be draining somewhere.
It would be draining somewhere. Also, you guys know that the green ooze stuff over by where the Nether King castle is.
Yeah.
It does link down to Zemia because Zemia loves drinking that shit.
Oh, so that's where it went.
Oh, that's probably where the crystal went to.
Yes, that is probably where the crystal went.
Perfect.
As you guys rush down.
I'm gonna be honest.
This is so
I was
stupid.
thinking the
I'm
water
so happy.
thing, but I also wasn't paying like full attention for a moment because I got like a text message. So I'm like, if I say the water thing and someone already suggested it, I'll look like a fool.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No one did. We
No, I'm playing, I'm
dumber
playing.
ideas and they worked.
I love that we came here thinking that it would be a very serious expedition. Otto would get his revenge against the boy. A lot of things would happen, and then it's just been so much goofy bullshit happening.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, this is
great.
really wacky and crazy fun.
Wacky, crazy fun. And now we're dealing with ritual bullshit
No matter, it won't even move.
that we saw with more funny bullshit.
You guys find when you enter this area, most likely followed by your spirits as well, what appear to be many different of those earthbound spirits seemingly crumbled all about the area. The skull servants that would attend Zemia, all also in little small heaps around the area. As they are all surrounding this place, you find that there are some metabats down here too, because I love using those little guys.
Oh, that's rough.
Love them to death.
So sad
At
that
the
they-
mouthway of each of the areas where the goo is coming in, you guys find several figures who have unfortunately
No, woman.
found
I must go
themselves
save woman.
at the mercy of whatever this is. Followed by in the dead center of this, there's way too much happiness happening right now. Give me a second.
It's our battle
We
music.
can't have that much happiness. There we go. The yells and screams coming from Zemia, standing in the center of this place. And what appears to be a pillar of light seemingly rising up around him, heading up into a cracked ceiling. There was a whole other area of this where you guys would have had to go through where the fucking Mega Cyber armor was again, and
Would have been a whole thing.
but then you just came down the hall.
So whatever, I guess.
The power of Poyo.
Power Boyo. In front of this lad, you guys see? What appears to be just another normal one of the cult members. However, that immediately is not the case, as all of you eventually recognize this person, especially Piper. As you guys see, Piper standing in front of this person.
No, wait a minute.
What?
Now,
Hey,
wait
yo,
a
what the
minute.
fuck?
Hey, what the fuck?
You guys see what appears to be Piper standing in front of Lord Zimia.
Did your coat
Illegal
clone you?
age Piper.
I don't think they would come. Let's stay focused for now, right?
Okay, let's get her out this situation. Let's just deal with this.
As soon
Let's go.
as you guys begin to look over and say like the what the fuck that came from Piper, Piper looks over toward Piper.
Yo, what the fuck?
Hey Piper,
Yeah?
what the fuck? You're over there. What are you doing with those? What are you doing with those weird guys?
Hold on a minute, what the fuck is happening?
Piper, who are those people over there? Who are those people over there with you? What? When did you cut your hair?
Well, that's new. And that hair doesn't suit me.
I mean, I would disagree.
And I agree to disagree.
Uh,
So what
Kamala, was it?
I will say
is
as
it?
well, Piper, Guiltia is looking back at you like you want me, I can't just go over there and
Listen,
murder
think-
you, what?
I don't know what the timeline is on this, alright?
Out of character, Piper's real name is Camellia or something
Camellia.
like that?
Mhm.
Camellia. Okay,
Let me
good.
try something. Hello?
Someone's saying hi to you, Piper, or Camellia.
Who are you? Again, I'm kind of busy here.
Who are you?
Does that really matter right now?
Yeah, I mean, it
Recommend
kind.
you scram
It
right now.
does because,
Piper,
Camellia.
or Camellia, now that you look over at them, especially seeing this person kind of looking like you, it kind of reminds you. You have seen that person before. You have seen that other you before. You remember them walking by the day you came in. That's not you. That's that not as special person. That's the one that ran away.
what?
Oh,
You know,
I
Riku's
remember
theory.
you. Got cold feet, huh?
Huh?
Interesting.
But
She's talking about Piper.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here.
How attached are you to your past self?
we,
I
don't-
go right now, I think.
I think we need a psychologist for that answer.
Ugh, you know what? We'll just convince her. Piper, you can convince her
Again,
the best.
I would recommend that you step off.
We
I don't know
can't
what you're
do
dealing
that.
with. I don't know what this runaway is doing with you.
Tell me, let me guess. You're special, right?
Well, of course.
Much more than
She-
anyone here.
Much more than any of you.
And how sure of you are that?
To fulfill what I'm here to do.
And we're here to stop you,
wanna
so
Yeah.
We can't let you unleash whatever bullshit's about to happen with North Wenco.
Unleash? That's not what you're doing.
Unleash? What are you talking about?
What
You're
am
messing-
I doing? I don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, it's obvious, Camilla. You're here to open the way.
Okay, I follow.
Riku's gonna make his way slowly down.
Camilla, you don't want him near you. You don't want it. You don't want him to come over here.
I don't. I'm just.
Can someone take care of that one, please?
And he's gonna take care of me.
As you say, could someone take care of them? Camilla, you go into your deck. And as you do, you place down a card onto your dual disc. As that happens. Let me find them.
Have to go to the store for it. I don't know what the fuck's going on, baby.
Don't worry about
Let's
it.
go.
Don't worry about it. You're
I don't
fine.
wanna
Oh,
what's
your
happening.
favorite trope happened.
Everything's fine.
It did.
Yeah,
That isn't the one. Where's he at?
I've been holding that in.
I
Ah,
can't
there he is. I found him.
believe we're using the cultist Piper art.
It's great.
As you place a card onto your dual disc, whether it's from your card or whether it's from your deck or not, who knows? It's just a card.
Who cares? It's fine.
You place a card down, and as you do, you guys see this bright red energy coming off from where Piper's quote-unquote dual disc is. As Piper, you feel a stinging sensation along your back, where your wings are. As coming out from the dual disc, you guys see Guardian Bow.
I know that card.
Bow. Dispatch that purple one, please.
Guardian Bow
Just-
begins to make their way over.
First,
Nyan Nyan, if you will.
Nyan Nyan rushes down.
Witness the power of a creator god.
As that's happening,
what's your name, Camilla?
you can
So
ask if
you've
you want.
kept up, I guess. Yeah, my name is Camellia. Again, I'm not here to chat, but you seem very insistent on it, so I suppose what we're
He
doing.
doesn't care about you.
What?
The one you're following. They didn't have cold feet. They were abandoned.
Abandoned by
You're
who?
useless to them.
She
Nobody
chose to
abandoned you.
run.
Oh, sorry.
Abandoned by who? She chose to run. None of us forced her to. That was her decision alone. And I don't see how she's very important in this situation. Again, I am here to open the way. And if you stand in my way,
That's not gonna
there
work.
will-
Opening the way like that is not gonna work.
watch me.
I can't.
You have two
really?
eyes.
I would like,
Mhm,
so we know what's happening,
mhm,
for a contested roll,
mhm.
Nyan Nyan versus Bao.
Yeah.
Nyan Nyan is currently a very, very strong spirit. Very strong, super strong.
Yes.
Roll me a +8 from Nyan Nyan.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
Let's put this
The
on
power of
floor.
a creator god, baby.
14 plus 8,
That's 22.
so 22.
Piper, I'd like you
Yep.
to first roll me a D8, please.
Okay. Computer.
Riku, don't kill Piper.
I need
I'm
to
not going to
because
kill
of the
Piper.
I guess Camellia roll me a D8, but you know, whatever.
This is what we're here for.
I would like you to as well roll me a +8, Camellia,
Okay.
on a
Oh
d20.
my
Yeah,
god.
damn, big numbers.
4.
Ooh. That's Camellia. You see in front of you Nyan Nyan, this kitty cat thunder monster,
Mm-hmm.
going forward toward Bao. Bao slicing, but as Bao slices, the creature almost playingly dodges out of the way and then retaliates with a bonk of its own. That's a wrong saying.
Oh shit.
With a bonk of its own. With a single bonk onto Bao, Bao seems to immediately fall.
About.
As you then see the others getting near you, you were
Look,
told that you could do something if things got rough. I will leave it up to you. Do you want to stand and fight? Do you want to stand and chat, or whatever is going to happen here? Or would you like to use what they gave you?
Give me a second.
Yep.
Because I have to add a lot of information.
I know.
Too.
I know.
The face stealer shit.
We're not pussing out.
You're not pussying out. Okay.
Camellia, right?
As many times as you want to say it, yes.
Fine.
You're really insistent, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Fine, I will dignify you with learning your name. Who are you?
It's Riku.
Riku.
But to you, you can call me Red Eyes, as Riku will throw the glasses. Viewing both of his eyes.
Ah!
Hell yeah.
As Riku has their eyes shining forward, both of them in a radiant red glow for a moment. Piper, nothing really goes on with you for a moment, but Camellia, as you're holding your dual disc toward where this Red Eyes or Riku is, you do note that all 5 of your zones begin to let off a vibrant red light, as if they recognize the energy that Riku is putting off.
Interesting. I guess you are more interesting than I thought.
Good. Now you want set conditions for this?
How you want to duel?
Correct.
Well, I want to leave.
Camellia. Camellia.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this won't be much of a duel. If he wants a duel, and you don't want to run, then you'll give him a duel. However,
Listen,
Go ahead.
what's your listen? What are you saying for the listen? What do you keep going?
listen, Riku, right?
Hmm.
I appreciate your bravado, I really do. But you're messing with something that you don't understand.
Oh, that's the wrong music. I thought that was a different
Well.
thing. Keep going.
Well,
Alright, weird. Alright, let's keep
You
going.
mess with my soundtrack. Now I'm gonna mess with.
Tell me something we don't know.
he's right. Besides, we can't just stay and do nothing, right?
You could leave.
Can't do that. You're hurting our friends.
Your friends. You'll get over it.
Oh, this bitch. Them fighting words.
If only I had Riku's fighting stats, I would have fucking jumped and kicked at her like a goddamn
Camilla.
Kamen Rider at this point.
Like I
Oh,
said,
fucking hell.
it's not going to be much of a duel.
Yeah.
You will summon another monster. And depending on how long that takes, we'll see what happens. As you place another monster onto your 5 zones, the only thing you feel could stop that creature over there, that Nyan Nyan over there, you are going to play.
Time to press the exit button.
As you play a monster,
Cyberjar. Oh wow, she is you.
you guys notice the red upon the dual disc let out a vibrant, bright green as rising out from underneath the pink fluids. Guiltia staring forward with absolute shock and grabbing Piper and pulling them back.
Sork.
You guys see a monster that has only been talked of to all of you by Guiltia and by some other people around. As Camellia summons the Dark Master Zork.
This is your play.
Well, how are you going to respond, Riku, if this is my play?
I'll take it out myself.
Good luck.
Riku, I would not advise that. As Guiltia is just like holding Piper. Just like,
No, go ahead. Go. Run into it. Let's see what happens.
Piper, shut up. Guiltia just like shakes you like, no, Piper, no.
Riku's gonna go for a punch.
Hey, Deco.
Yo, what's up, man?
I'm trying to remember. What was our good buddy Law's ability?
Your good buddy Law's ability?
Yeah, I know that I've used it before. I believe I've been told what it is.
It is not wrote down.
Just not wrote down. He had something to do with like he could still mess with attack points. I believe was his part of his ability. If I'm
Yes,
remembering
that would have
right.
no effect on what's happening right now.
Okay. Cool.
This is a duel in the same case as like the duel between like Bakura and fucking Pegasus was actually a duel. This is a power in front of them. There is no attack points involved. As this being is here, does anybody else want to do anything, or is Riku gonna go in? What's happening?
You don't have to do this, Camellia.
There is only one thing that Piper could think of, but it's not a good idea.
What's that, Piper?
We got Grappa.
You could try.
He's like, oh,
Guiltia
fuck
would have to go.
Yeah. Grippa's like, fuck no, you fucking insane? I'm gonna go home.
Do you want to?
I'll try it.
Do you want to de-summon Guiltia?
Yep.
Guiltia, who is holding you back, you look to him.
Sorry, Guilty.
You put him away. I would like you to roll me for your potential.
All right, time to get those dice on the line. I would
There are
like
so many
not to die
reconsiderations.
today.
I can't believe it. Your plan's actually good information.
Roll me 3 other times.
You're gonna kill yourself.
Okay, alright. So remembering it's 9. 10. Let's go for the 11, boys. 10.
I just love the amount of inspirations.
3 more.
14. Okay. Wheel.
They should all be T.
18. 4, and then we go for the 18 and add it up. It is 23, 25.
Give me a moment.
Not what I expected to do today, but shit.
You find that as you see this in front of you, as you see Riku going forward to attempt to fight this creature, you bring your hand out, you bring a card forward. Give me a moment.
Zemia's come to battle.
As
Oh.
you summon forth Grapha, roaring
Oh,
up into
fuck.
the air as he summons himself.
He has come to protect his earthbound minion.
So, I'm gonna take away that stamina of yours. If it isn't
Understandable,
already
have a
taken
nice
away, it's out of here.
day. It's gone.
as
Understandable.
you fall down to your knees, putting as much of your power into this as you can, you note that anybody looking over to them, Otto and Priska looking over to Piper, their back is glowing through their fucking jacket.
Oh, holy fuck, Frick's gonna backflip right now.
As Grapha roars out, I guess we'll go with this. Riku,
Mhm.
as you run towards Zork.
Oh no, if Graph is out, Riku's got a different plan.
Oh, what are you doing?
Riku's gonna run and try to jump to Camilla while this battle's happening.
You can, but you're not gonna like it.
Oh, there's a barrier, isn't there?
You can't. You can, but you're not gonna like it.
You know, fuck it, Zork. I'm gonna punch Zork. It's
Okay.
that'll be better. You know, when punching Zork is the
It's
better
less
option.
that there's a barrier, but it's more that they have a really fun dual disc.
It's almost like it's a.
very fun, and it
They
has.
have a
Man.
very fun dual disc, is what.
It sure
I got
looks
the
like a
health. I got
blade.
the health for that. That'll be fun.
You wanna go for it?
Yeah, let's roleplay the fuck out of this. Let's go.
All right. As Riku, as you try to jump over toward where they are,
hmm
Riku, roll
Yeah.
me for your willpower, please.
Gotcha.
There's so many
Yes.
fucking things
Everything
here.
is happening at once today.
It's
I
always
missed
because of
Boya.
Piper.
Fuck
Joking.
you.
I'm joking. Except for this
Fuck
situation.
you.
Okay then. You
You
know
also have
what
3
player will
fleetings.
come in clutch?
Wait, no, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 fleetings.
19,
Keep rolling.
16, 19, 17,
7 more.
13. We're just waiting on the net 20. I think it's just 2 more
Your
after this,
roll.
right?
2 more. And then 1 more after
One
that.
more. And then
1 more.
the last one. There we go.
There you go.
So
19.
19
So all together,
plus E.
we're gonna
19.
go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 19. That's 25. Camellia,
Yeah.
roll me a +8.
Oh, okay. A D8 or +8?
Just a +8 on your on a D20.
Alright. Beep, 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 beep.
13. As you jump forward, you find that you are able to make your way over. As soon as you do, Camellia will bring their hand to their dual disc because they have this activated. They have a monster summoned from it, and everything is going as it normally would in an actual duel. You find that a wave of red light, or in this case green light because Zork is here, would erupt out from the dual disc in the same kind of vein as you guys know that sort of electric pulse would come out. As it does, Riku, you are going to take half damage.
Yep.
Ugh.
Just one. 1, 2, 3.
No, you were going to take half of what I rolled as damage.
Oh, okay.
So it could be less, it could be more.
Okay.
I can't limit it more than one, so you take 1 damage. As you rush forward to try to grab Camilla, this does happen. There is a slight barrier between them, but you are up there with them.
Cool. Sorry about this, Camilla. He's gonna go for the punch.
Hell
Go
yeah,
for it.
me too.
Yeah. Let's
I swear,
roll.
Piper, I didn't want to do this to you ever.
This is for the time you Dragon Lazy with relinquished.
I'm a little bit worried how instead of you want to punch women, but all right.
These hands
Evil
ready.
women.
You have
it's
two.
different.
You have 2 fleeting.
These hands are ready to eat for everyone.
If I didn't
They
punch
call
her,
it
I'd be
a South Park
sexist.
of punching because I go for everyone.
If I didn't punch her, I'd be sexist.
18, second roll. 18's the highest. What's that, fleetings?
1 more. 2 more fleetings. 2 fleetings. Yeah.
Gotcha.
What the fuck
10.
is happening today?
So
18 plus 11.
6. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a 29.
Mhm.
You do hit.
Mhm.
As you strike into Camellia. Looking at Piper, okay, just making sure, because they would have slightly more than you, but they wouldn't have that much more than you. You see them stumble back after getting hit. We'll get them a chance to do their thing in a second. First, we have to see what's happening with Grapha and Zork.
Kind of everything happening at once now.
Oh, sorry. Need the sound effect.
Bad things could happen depending on the Grapha Zork thing, but we'll see. Piper, go ahead and roll me, I believe Grapha. What is Grapha? Let me go look.
What is Grappa, really?
Graph's a big funny guy.
He's a big funny guy, that's correct.
Are you looking for him? He should be in
So
the...
you're
Where's he at?
Grapha. Well, why don't you try graphing these nuts? Sorry, I've
You're
been
looking in the
sealed
wrong
for
die.
thousands
Oh, am I
of
looking in the wrong
years.
die?
I don't know comedy.
Where's he
Yeah,
at?
I'm pointing to you.
Oh, that one. Why aren't you using Grapha? What the hell?
Because we were in a duel before that was a speed duel, and I haven't had to duel before after that.
Piper, roll me a plus 10, please.
Okay, dokie. Let's just see what happens. 8.
Okay. Piper, you see Grapha strike forward. As they do, as it lets out a roar and letting out all this power that's around it, its roar is drowning out the yells from Zimia for a moment as it strikes down with this black lightning, a large amount of force behind it. You see Dark Master Zork reach up and catch his hand. The black lightning seemingly completely dissipating as he does this. His wings spread, they don't even flap, but as they spread, he does rise up to meet Grapha's face.
Do you know who I am?
Get out of here, Will. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that is definitely not
Ruh-roh.
good. Hey, yo.
As he does this, as it rises up, it looks to Grapha. it grips down onto where Grappa is, and it sends this wave of green energy throughout all of Grappa, sending shocks all the way through it, turning that black lightning into just a sizzling electric crackle as Grappa yells out and falls.
Huh?
It then looks back to Riku.
Oh, fuck.
I was gonna tell Camellia that things aren't looking very good, but then...
You know.
So,
What's
I
up,
guess
Otto? What's up, Otto?
I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What now?
Do you want to send Cherubim away because he's currently up there?
Yep, Cherubim's gonna go away.
Cherubim's gonna disappear.
I was gonna have to try
Roll
to summon Uriah.
potential.
Oh man, all the gods are showing up.
I didn't think this was gonna be all game, but damn, let's go.
I called on the great Uriah. Come help us
Do
in our
not
time of need.
underestimate the power of player bullshit.
I
Roll me
have a
again.
fleeting.
You have 3 fleetings, 4 fleetings.
Thank you guys.
Oh my
Natural
God.
20.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna take this little stamina away from you here.
That's fine.
What is today, man?
Today is the day we summon
You're
gods
asking
to
me? I got bug baited. I don't know what's going on.
Anyway, let me
I am
just-
perfect Piper.
You for real?
I have a boyfriend.
Oh shit.
Damn.
You're fucked.
Fuck. Damn. Guess I'll kill myself. Damn. All right.
I guess I'll allow that.
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
Have you ever even kissed? No, but we're getting there.
As let me go ahead and bring out another gigantic token.
Yep.
As rising out, thanks to the Yolungar magics.
The powerful, by the power of the Yolungar magics, I summon him.
Uriah, the Lord of Searing Flames, appears, coiled around and dwarfing everything else in the room.
He has in fact allowed himself to be shrunk to be in this room.
Oh, hey, Uriah. Wait, what the fuck happened over there?
Brad just looks up, looks down at their sword, just puts it down, and does like a Charlie Brown pose.
You know what? Actually, I want to do a different image.
You want to do a different image?
Yeah,
Hell
there's
yeah.
a different image of Uriah that's a lot better. I
Let's
think.
go.
It shows it a lot more.
Hey.
Shows him coiled in on himself a bit more.
Hell yeah.
shit.
Perfect.
As summoned into the world, you guys feel, by the way, after Grapha and then Uriah gets summoned into this place, there is legitimately shaking and just absolute chaos happening probably everywhere. If any of you were on the surface right now, I would say something like the sky darkens and clouds fucking tear through the forest and the forest falls and the flames rise up.
And this time, this is a fucking divine beast. Is Orca fucking die?
We'll see, man.
You ever feel a bit underpowered, Warrior of Hope?
We're then gonna go to Camellia. As again, I was gonna say things were looking rough, but then Graph went down, so I'm like, oh, things are looking better. Now Uriah's here.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna tell you in particular. When it came to Grapha, that was already pretty bad. You would know somewhat of what a dark world is. you would like, oh, Grapha, this is a powerful monster. It's very, very powerful. But you have Zork, right?
yeah.
You know, you look over there and you can recognize Uriah.
I feel like this is time to fucking press the exit button here. I don't...
No, you're not leaving.
Do you want to press the exit button?
I was perhaps way too nice to all of you. I should now get the fuck out. This is like the time with Camelia's head where it's like, these guys aren't anything, whatever. I'll just get, oh, what the, that's Uriah. Okay, I'm gonna press the exit button.
You can just leave.
It's not that you aren't special enough to take this, obviously. They just didn't prepare you for a Uriah level threat right now.
Yeah, I did not think it was going to be a Uriah level threat. Like some fucking purple-haired guy, I can deal with that.
I mean, the blood on your cheek doesn't say that.
Shut the fuck up. Dark World, it's, it's a problem, but, we've gotten past it. That cat over there, 50-50.
Nyan.
What the creator got there, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Riku,
Just leave.
Yeah.
you look to them as they look to you. They look to Uriah. You see them for a second consider something in their mind before closing their eyes, stepping back, looking to you. You see them start to step back with a look of not concern, but a look of contempt on their face.
Okay, I have a funny thing I want to do.
What would you like to do?
So I would like to run up and kiss her using the lovers
You cannot.
What the?
What?
Why would you do that?
This is a player character.
to ruin
you
her
can't do that.
life.
This,
Oh,
this is
First of all, you can't do that. Second, I'm in a steady relationship. So fuck you.
yeah, that's why I want to do it. Just ruin shit.
sorry,
It's
sorry,
not
sorry, Riku.
gay.
Fake cards like that don't work on player characters.
Fine. Hey, I wanted to. If she gonna ruin my fight, I get to ruin her love life. 50-50.
I didn't ruin your fight. You came down here.
As you do rush toward them, not
Mhm.
sure what you're gonna do, reaching out for them, doing something.
Yeah. Reach out
They-
to try and grab him.
They seem to bring their hand up toward the symbol they have on their neck as it gives off a shine. As this shine happens, Riku, you hit something. You strike against something on them as it appears that some kind of force has been brought in front of you. Force that you've felt before.
Huh.
Roll me for your experience.
Yeah, boy.
We'll see if you can get this final thing or not.
Let's see if I do. That was completely a joke for the record.
Unless.
No. Listen, Rico and Piper are like
It's
brother and sister.
completely
That
a
wouldn't
joke.
happen.
Unless.
No. Unless.
If it works, it works.
14. 18. 13. 12. And last roll.
One more roll. Because you had
18.
a single fleeting you didn't use before.
Gotcha. 18 is the highest, and plus 1, 19, not 20 with the magician.
As you look to them, this energy that seems to come off from there, that symbol they touch, as they look back at you, for a moment, they didn't expect you to lash out that quickly. You are obviously not a regular person. They had just put that up in time. Camellia, he was about to strike again.
He was gonna, yeah.
As you look back at him, Riku, it's the
Mhm.
same feeling you get whenever you made your way down into the sunken part of the city for the first time. It's the same feeling you get whenever you stand around the satellite looking out at the destruction that's all around it. This is the same feeling as you get that you never really clocked too much, but it's all over the satellite. The only thing that makes sense is it's the same energy that went all the way throughout the satellite that one time. That's feelings are still being felt today, even though it's been over 100 years.
That was you guys.
As you look to them, as Camellia, you hear that, like, what the fuck's he talking about? What the fuck? You see them raise their hand toward their dual disc once more. They pull out what appear to be a glowing red card, similar to that of the black and white cards you guys have seen before. As they place it, a crack begins to appear around them. Behind them, you see buildings. You see city lights. You see Neo Domino. Camellia, this will stay up for a little bit. Do you have anything you want to say before you go?
Do you understand now what you're dealing with, Riku?
Yeah, someone who isn't special.
Fuck you.
I spit at him. I fucking spit at him.
You see, as they spit at you, the spit seems to go through.
Thanks, God.
Isn't that weird? Your power couldn't get through, but their spit can. They must be special. Even their spit's more powerful than you.
I do not understand, Riku. I possess the most powerful condom in the world.
Riku's gonna punch the glass at that spit. Well, because of the spit. Next time I see you.
Shut the fuck up, NPC piece of shit.
Next time I see you, it'll be the last.
Try me.
I think I will.
Amelia backs up, staring towards you. Once again, not giving much of a look of hardly anything toward their other self. Why would they even look at them? They're not special.
Who the fuck is this bitch?
They then turn. As they do to go to leave, you do note that once they turn, along their back is the same symbol that Piper has on theirs as they step out.
It's really gross that your ex cloned you.
I hope it's not.
In the meantime, as everything here is happening, Zork looks as if it flies up and is on some kind of level with Uriah. Uriah strikes out, raising its mouth high and wide, and seems to grab at Zork, keeping them in their jowls. Zork holds up as much as they can. You do see and hear a slight coming from the creature inside of Uriah's mouth before Camellia disappears, and so does Zork. Uriah chomping down and letting out a roar as they do. Uriah then looks over toward where Riku and Zemia are. Zemia still crying out in pain from that seemingly pillar of light surrounding it. As Uriah looks down toward where Otto is, looks over towards Zemia. They know that things are bad for Zemia. There's not a lot they can do. So Uriah's gonna use some Yolurnger magics.
Powerful Yolurnger
Time to
magic.
your linger up.
It opens its jaw wide. It brings its head into the pillar of light that seems to let off this steam that seems to burn even the Lord of Searing Flames. As it does, it yanks down, and you guys see blood coming from Zemia. As it happens, Uriah yanks back, tearing Zemia back out, seemingly tearing Zemia in two.
Huh?
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck.
Throwing it out into the area down below. As it does this, what's left of Zemia inside of the area seems to burn away into nothing. Uriah screeching out, looking again back to you, Otto.
He nods.
Uriah,
Thank you for your helps.
as you nodded, Uriah yells out again. As it does, it seems to crash its head up into the top of this area, surrounding itself with that bright white light that seems to, again, even sear the wings and the scales of this dragon. As it's doing so, you hear Uriah screech out in pain as it bashes its head upwards and clamps its teeth down once again into the very stone above.
What the fuck?
From below, they would see this.
Hello, guys. Uriah now.
Uriah has arrived.
As
Hey
Uriah
guys, right here.
sticks its head out from the top of this area, clamping down in its jaws what appears to be a ton of stone, but also this.
Ah,
Woman!
woman.
Normal
Nothing.
sized.
As he clamps down over and screeches into the sky, he raises up and flies outward, landing with a thud and a splash on the area above. You hear Uriah cry out in pain as Otto, it has used up most of its energy.
The energy that it just got back to.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe that
Uriah-
at this point it is fair for Uriah to be unsummoned.
Uriah looks over, sees Lord Poyo, gives a nod.
Disappears.
Boy.
Lord Poyo makes their way over East North Wemco. Becomes Lord Wemco.
Lord Poyo, no! We need her! No! Screaming from the car.
Oh my god, yeah, like the car instead of turning into Norwemco, it's just a Norwemco shaped car.
As this goes down, everything around seems to somewhat revert. However, as everything calms, there's no more screaming aloud happening anywhere. That pillar of light is not gone. Riku, you're standing right outside of it.
Yeah.
That pillar, that energy that's coming off of it seemed to even burn Uriah.
Do you guys have any idea on how to stop this?
Give me a second.
Was that a nun or yeah?
He's currently,
We can probably see if we can see if Devil Ruler can do something about it. They have dominion over this place.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That would make sense, yeah.
Let's just make sure to get the two deities out from here.
Casually says 2 deities.
just casually, yeah.
Yeah, by the way, Grapha is disappearing.
Yeah, okay, alright, Pog, thank you. I was like, I put him back, like...
It really sucks. Zork is very, very good.
Yeah.
They have
it's
they have a
so-
range where if they roll a certain number, that number is 19 or 20. they essentially can do one of two things to things. Luckily, I'm like, Grapha's too powerful for the other thing. But he could have rolled to take over Grapha.
Oh.
I do love, right, how Grappa has had like the worst 48 hours of his life. Like, Grappa came with his chick, is like, I'm getting a good deal, I'm getting a signer. Immediately, like, gets like exploded by Majesty's Devil Ruler, comes out of it, immediately gets exploded by Sork.
When it comes to Zork, one of the
hours.
big things we've known about it, and again, we've even put that in some of the cards, is the power of Wicked completely can corrupt things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If it would have been
I'm just saying,
anyone
it's
but
like the worst
Grapha,
time.
if it would have been anyone but Grapha and maybe Uriah. I say maybe because technically Uriah and the other Sacred Beast have been taken over before.
It's fine. I didn't have the Elender magic before.
If it was anyone but Grapha, they would have been most likely taken over by the Wicked.
Oh damn.
But you know, Earthbound Immortal.
Yeah. Sorry about your bones, Grappa. I promise you'll get him back in Pro Skater too.
As you find Brad goes down, looks over toward where Bao is, and then just goes over here. He's like, no, I'll just get everybody out of the water.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Brad starts helping people get out from the water. As he gets to each of them, pulling them out, he makes his way over toward where Armor Axe is, or Armor Eeks, as he does. Behind Armor Eeks.
Oh, there it is.
It comes full circle.
Ain't nothing he can do about that. He's gonna go over here to get her out, or not two out.
Damn, I can't believe it. Piper had the boy that the Bao would be connected to, and didn't give a shit about Bao. I mean, Aratu, fuck.
Aratu's just a sword, man.
Yeah.
Arata didn't ask for this.
But no. As this goes down,
A Windows update happens.
Yeah.
you guys hear footsteps coming from the area behind you. Riku, you would make your way off and around over here, I'm guessing.
Yep.
You and Yan Yan would look over toward everything and just be like, oh fuck, everything's dead. But no. As you guys would hear footsteps, you would see, stepping in from the area outside, two figures.
I like to imagine Gears just sitting on this rock, patting Davide.
Lord Wemko again.
You see Lord Wemko and Lord Wemko. I'm playing, you know. You see what appears to be Lord Jinzo, followed by North Wemko, step inside. As North Wemko, you guys have been told
She's very normal sized.
if they were ever to be released, the area would be destroyed. Hey, look, the area is really destroyed.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's true.
Yeah.
They look
Technically the truth.
to each of you, everyone here. They move their staff along. As everyone, except for Grapha. Grapha's gone. Grapha's dead. Forever.
Data.
Rough, dude.
Bloop, 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 bloop. There we go. Seem to make their way out and about onto the surface. That Zemi is dead.
That part of them.
As each and everybody finds themselves up onto the surface, most of them still unconscious, still looking about the area. You guys would see Gear standing over and looking toward where all of the people are still fighting, trying to get through the portal that is currently sending out a bunch of light.
Did this guy not get teleported with Camilla?
He would have, but he's also a spirit in this world.
Yeah.
Ah,
He showed up
Here's
earlier.
Yeah.
right.
You see, he lives here.
I
So-
forgot.
Yeah, he's also just here. So it's weird.
It's a bad time for everyone involved.
Mine.
No, not theirs. Do not say that.
No.
Do not say that at all.
Gotta go on this side, actually.
Yeah.
You all would find yourselves up on top of the area. The others would all be strewn about, laying off on any given side of this place, but alive at the very least. You would find that Gear would rush over towards you guys after everything is said and done. So would Sevens, as well as Majesty's Paladin / Adrius and Majesty's Assassin, as each of them would find their way over here to you guys. North Wimco would look about. Well, this is rather odd.
Yeah, you like very normal sized.
Oh, I suppose I was rather much larger before, wasn't I?
Very large.
Yep.
They look around. I did not expect myself to awaken, especially in such a way as to be gnawed upon by a dragon. But I do thank you for stopping me from becoming the next vessel for Zork.
Oh, so that's what was going on.
I believe they were trying to take the dark powers of Zemia and flow them into me to awaken me.
Of course it was Zork, that little piece of...
It is unfortunately. I don't. Yeah, I'm echoing through you, Will. I was like trying to figure it out beforehand.
Yeah.
It is unfortunately the fact that he will always be a threat to these lands. The power of the wicked that he once held, magnified by his power of taking over from the netherworld that long time ago. Even the form that was awoken recently, that I believe was down below with all of you, is not the true form of Zork. Just what is left behind.
Like a husk.
Similar, yes. As for myself, they look to their hands. It appears that most of my energy has made its way to the realms above. At least that means that this land will not be torn asunder by my steps.
That's good, right?
Someone of my strength does not usually find a great place in the lands below. The higher planes are much more sturdy, allowing for one such as me to be able to move more freely. Though even there, I wonder what my power has done. They look over toward the light that seems to be coming up from the center of that area. It has been quite some time since this world was connected to the higher planes. I had wonder if they even still existed.
So that's effectively the connection there? That light?
I believe so, but it is odd. I do not recognize it. It seems to be different. Much different, much older than what I remember. Are all of you all right?
Yeah.
A bit winded, but I'm good.
I was actually making sure that you were fine, and I was actually thinking the same thing. They just said it first because they were already talking. You see, Lord Otto.
It's okay, Mahava.
Piper, I owe you this. Riku's gonna give her a hug.
Yeah. That's
For
fine.
punching the other you in the face because, you know.
No, she probably deserved it.
I mean, she did. But I want to make sure you know it's nothing
For a
personal.
second there, I thought Riku was gonna be like, Piper, I owe you this. Spits at her.
I mean, that'd be fucked up.
Piper, I owe you this. Starts beating the shit out. Yeah.
Oh, you have
Just so
two
you
eyes.
know,
Ow, ow, ow.
just so you know, I just have weird frustrations at your other self. So take that.
Thanks, man. Fuck.
Other self?
Yeah.
There was another me down there.
Another you?
Yeah.
I did not feel as such.
Huh?
I did not feel as such that another you existed.
Then
Strange.
what was that? Yeah, what was that?
I do not know. I was up here.
Fuck.
Did you feel the activation of a dual disc?
Yes, I believe I did. A couple of times.
And whose dual disc did that feel like?
Some of yours sometimes.
Mhm.
And one by someone that I did not know. And then they did
Well-
it again. And then they did it again.
Okay,
And
that
then they did
person
it
was
again.
Piper. Yeah.
No,
Well, not
this is Piper.
The other one, the
Mm-hmm.
Camellia.
Camellia.
Yeah,
I will register that name in my contacts.
don't do that.
No.
I will delete that from my contact.
Wait.
I mean, can you call them?
I can.
We'll tuck that away for a later date.
Yeah, we'll keep that for a rainy day.
Yeah, we can save that after we figure out what's going on. I throw
Yeah.
up for a little bit. I'm gonna go throw
Yeah.
up. You guys
Yep.
figure it out.
Piper?
Do you really want to be here to watch? It's gonna be gross.
Ella.
Oh my
It's
god, we should-
gross, but I'm supportive. Oh god. Oh.
It's so chunky.
How are they both puking rainbows?
I also suggest that you do not call them immediately because if they do find that I have their number and then they do not like that, they could just remove me as their contact, and then I will
Yeah.
not be able to find them.
Yeah, so we're not doing any of that. They're Neil Domino somewhere.
So, 2 eyes, huh?
So does that
Yeah.
just mean that you have one call for them?
Unless they enjoy my company.
Yeah, let's not risk that. Yeah. Also, 2 eyes, yeah, around that door.
I didn't think that it could give your body part back, but that's incredible.
It did it, my mom did.
You what?
Anyway, let's talk
The
about
hyperbole
Garfunkel.
chamber can do many things, though it's not at its full potential yet. Only whenever I am able to fully wield the power of majesty will it be complete. And that requires both Piper to make their way through and for Devil Ruler to allow for me to change it very slightly. Then it will become much more powerful.
I don't think Piper's up for that currently, unless you can help her with help both of them with their. Yeah, I'll just. Stop.
If this was a regular sickness, I could definitely do so, but I believe this is more psychological on one of their parts. That being said, they will snap their fingers over toward Priska. As Priska, you were throwing up because you see throw up. As you look around, the smells and the sights of the throw up seems to become much more not pleasing to you, but much more neutral to you.
Okay, good. Okay, why I was here. Support back and help.
There you go.
I just need magic to be more supportive.
Or they-
Stand the ground.
I believe I'm going to use my magics while we are waiting on them to return each of these to their place of dwelling. Which would mostly mean in the ground for some of them, but you know. As they look
Thank
to the
you.
earthbound spirits.
Thank you, North
Go,
Wemco.
go in the dark.
Thanks, North Wimco.
As a lot of things about seem to start to disappear from the area in front of you. As they are disappearing, some of them make their way off in different directions. You also see little pieces of light happening from the areas where the skulls are, as some of them will also disappear. Not the people that live there themselves, though, luckily enough. But some of them. As you would find, as each of them are disappearing, there are less and less of a immediate shine to the pillar in front of you. It looks as if the spiritual energy that it was taking up seems to be somewhat stabilizing, at least for the moment. As that happens, as that goes down, you will find that North Wemco, returning to all of you, would for a moment stop and make their way over toward where Piper and Priska are. As they stand waiting for the two of them.
It's alright, I didn't eat that much either. There we go.
It is
Sorry about that.
it is by far not the most foul thing to have been inside these waters. I promise you.
I don't want to know what that means.
I believe that my neighbor down below was eating people's essences before, which requires a lot of strange things.
Yeah, he was consuming the essence of one of our friends. Apparently, he's very delicious.
Well, I'll have to try your friend at another time.
Priska's your moment. Let's go, Priska.
Let's go.
That being said, I believe that we should make our way toward the Netherworld King currently. If you are fine to move.
It's better to move than stay here any longer. Yeah, let's move.
She looks over toward where Zemia is. It feels wrong to leave my neighbor here, though, and his place has been unfortunately destroyed. Since we are both out of our binds, it is difficult. I know that I was locked away because of my own power. Poor Zemia here was locked away because of someone else's power.
Really?
I always was worried for him because of that. But it looks as if he is at least safe for the time being.
That's good at least. He was not looking very good down there.
Perhaps I can figure something out to maybe awaken him one day. And if not, I'm sure we can come up with some sort of arrangement between ourselves. They move their staff over toward where Zemia is. Zemia looks as if they move very slightly for a moment before seemingly disappearing into North Wemco's staff. Rest up, my neighbor. They then start flying over toward where the mountain is, leaving all of you behind.
Alright, goodbye. Fuck. Alright, let's move. Fucking bye, I guess.
I guess time to pick up Lord Jinzo. Sorry, Lord Poyo.
Poyo!
Exactly. So yeah, I met my mom.
You what?
What?
The magical dungeon.
Okay, yeah, well, listen, that adds a lot more questions. I thought.
As you guys start
anything?
making your way back, you guys are brought up on some of the nuances of met my mom.
Yeah, I just like saying that. It's funny.
which would entail him speaking of the chamber of hyperbole.
Yeah.
And
I
what had
met
gone
my
on
mom,
there.
and then I tried to kiss Piper's clone.
You
that
all
was a joke. Anyway,
you all would eventually
Unless.
find yourselves stepping off into the main section here, going into Majesty's Ruler's Place. As you would find your way going forward, you find that there is a devil's ruler standing outside of one of the closets, just seemingly putting his hand forward, just one hand in the air pointed toward the closet, the other one up at his temples. Before you guys would find your way here, North Wimco, looking for a moment as if they're gonna fly over toward the seat, and then just stops and then stands over here.
Oh, gee, thanks, girl.
They're like, oh, that's my seat. Wait, all right, that's not my seat.
Not anymore. I guess I'll just be here. I'll stare at the seat.
Welcome back. Sorry that I wasn't able to send any reinforcements. She won't listen to me.
Who's she?
You're strapped in? She's not willing to go out?
He just like walks away, still putting his hand over toward that area. The rumbling stopped. I'm supposing it's you.
We were able to stop the,
Oh, Lord Genzo, you transformed back.
yeah, we needed his help.
His name is actually Lord Poyo.
Ah, Lord Poyo, got it.
Thumbs up.
What can the four of you tell me as to what happened?
Well, we found another sign that he was causing this technically. In the loosest sense.
And the other signer suspiciously held the same mark and looked the same as me.
That does not seem possible, but...
And then they summoned Zork.
Ah! That would explain that.
Yeah, that explains a lot, doesn't it? I don't know what it explains, but it was fucked up.
My previous master was the Dark Master Zork. Yes, their power would be enough to disrupt this place. I'm guessing that whomever this was, or whatever group this was waiting for me to ascend onto the throne so that the previous rules of the previous Netherworld King would leave, and violence would be allowed throughout the area once more.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were able to stop it by first summoning Grapha, and then Uriah.
And then Grapha and Uriah killed Zork?
Almost.
No,
I don't like that.
It was mostly
We don't either.
Zork's master ran away.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was in Uriah's jaws, and it almost got him, but...
Also, when she was running away, she made a barrier, and that energy felt similar to, well, how the satellite feels in some respects.
So I see you returned to me with my master's predecessor. He motions over toward North Wemco.
Not only that, she also has, part of Zemia now held within her.
I'm mostly allowing them to rest for the moment. If I cannot get them back into the way they were, then we will see what can happen.
The point is, she's here and this place doesn't collapse. So that has to count for something.
Not only that, but you seem to have connected this world to another again.
We didn't. I think that was... I think you... She's Camellia?
Camellia. Well...
Yeah, that's it.
Well, this Camellia has connected this world to... From what I can gather... the higher planes, but... How do I put it?
Something off.
No, that's the problem. I recognize this place.
Well, what is it?
It is the higher planes, but it is... I believe it is mine.
Your wait, your area's higher planes, not this one's, or?
I do not know if this area's higher planes is strong enough to ever have been connected to here. The fragmentation happened at the start on the higher planes. It was the one most destroyed. That being said, that is why most that we ever see here are from the lower or central elemental planes. The areas around here that can be more steadily reused. But that place, he motions out the window toward where you guys know the Pillar of Light is. It feels like me. It feels like what I left behind. Just older. I don't know what this means, but it needs to be figured out soon. If they wish to open that way up, if we can somehow open it before them, we can somehow find someone to ascend, then we can have whatever first thoughts or first sights of whatever is going to be there for ourselves.
So it's a race to the top.
But the tournament, right?
Oh shit.
If
Well,
it makes any
technically
of
we
you
have
feel,
another day.
if it makes any of you feel any better, I'm not entirely sure what it would take to ascend. Well, I know of one way, but he looks
Oof.
over toward Piper. That is for all of
Crimson
you to
Dragon.
decide. If I were able to use some of the power of the Crimson Dragon, similar to how those people from my world did, then I could open the way to anyone who wishes to make their way up. At least anyone that I deem fit to. Which would be all of you and none of this Camellia or whoever they are.
I don't know how well that would actually work, because it seems like...
If they have the
She's also
power of my...
Piper?
If they have the power of my master, I'm sure they will eventually be able to overthrow my authority, but it would allow for those of you here to make your way there yourselves.
If you're asking me whatever power you need, you can have it.
That isn't the easiest thing to ask, unfortunately. It isn't
Oh,
as
you
if
need
I can
something
take it
else?
immediately. I would require
Oh.
some time.
Hmm.
You all say
makes
something
sense.
about this tournament of yours.
Hmm.
The way that the world moves in this place is sporadic. Though, thanks to you opening those gates, it is slightly less so. That being said, we are close to the time that all of you need to leave. However, if you do stay behind for a short few more hours, at least a short few hours on the other side, here it could be several. Depending on how long you stay here, I don't know, 8, 12, maybe a dozen or so hours could pass on the other side.
We came here on the same day. We have one day before the next day of the tournament, right? No, we just need to figure out how much time has passed already.
I say this to you because I do not have any guarantees. However, what I can guarantee is through giving me the power to awaken the higher planes, I could also, in turn, give you some power. He looks to each of you. I do not know what exactly you had seen before whenever you went into my associate's chamber, but I've been told it is not awoken fully yet. I could potentially try to give more power to that, maybe allow for a greater use of it. Not to mention, he looks over to Otto. Since you are the one to have defeated me, I also had planned on giving you something as well for yourself and your friends. The ability of connecting oneself to each other. I would require you to stick around for that, if just for the ritual. You can all
fine.
make your way back and do your tournament. However, if you stay, I could guarantee that you will be much more powerful.
I wish we could stay, but
I think we should.
remember, Otto, we may have stopped one of the bombs, but there's still something that's gonna happen, and I don't think we should be absent for it.
Riku,
Yeah.
you being told about, I'm still echoing. I'm sorry. It gets me. It gets
It's
me
the
whenever I
power.
hear it again. I'm sorry. It's mostly me. But Riku, whenever you remember feeling that power, whenever the other Piper was leaving, you do remember it being some power that you felt all the way throughout the satellite. At this point, you do feel as if a similar power was what you had felt whenever you were down below where those bombs are. If you were to somehow become more powerful, you might be able to sniff those out as well.
We need to go. We need to go.
You need to go? Or do you mean stay?
I mean, stay. We need to go to the higher planes.
You don't need to go to the higher planes to get more. He's not saying you're going to the higher planes to get more powerful.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. We need to.
He said that will
stay.
take a while still to get there.
Sorry. We need to stay if we have a bad chance of finding those bombs.
Mhm.
I was able to sense that feeling of whatever Kamala was doing throughout the satellite, which means there might be a better chance of me being able to find the bombs. And I mean, the promise to protect the satellite, right?
That being said, I will also remind you guys, you do know where at least one other bomb is. It is somewhere beneath the crawler base. If you were to return, you could try to see if you could find out where the others are based on where that one and the other one is. You don't know exactly if that would work. However, there is still a chance of you being able to do that with a little bit more time on your hands. There are good things and bad things to staying. Just saying things out loud to you guys. Good thing, if you stay, what appears to be Devil's Ruler says he can make each of you more powerful. What that means for each of you could be different, but at least for Riku and Otto, this would mean Otto potentially gaining whatever this power he says he can give you, as well as Riku, you being able to maybe be able to sense those abilities, and maybe even, if what he's saying is true about the Chamber of Hyperbole, maybe even seeing your quote-unquote mom again, or collecting that Defender card. Other than that,
mom event.
the thing you could think of on your side, Priska, is potentially being able to figure out more about that Clear Gleam Dragon, but again, you're not sure exactly how that would work. Now, those are the good things of staying here. Bad things, you don't know how long staying here will be on the other side. You have at least another day on your hands of hours on the other side, but you're not sure how long this is going to be. If you stay here, you have to stay here till it's done. That could be a couple hours into the next day. It could be a couple hours into the day after. That doesn't necessarily
it's like that
mean...
one, like, good place thing of it's like between 11 hours and 11 months.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you will miss the tournament, because I'm going to tell you right now you won't. But it does mean you are going to have to put a lot of faith in some other people if you want to make sure you don't miss the tournament. Those other people being the people who are currently also in the tournament. I would like to bring up that those are the two options put before you. Do you guys want to gain some power and risk the tournament being somewhat harder for you if certain things go down? I say risk because it all would depend on that case on your friends, your allies, your NPC brethren. Or do you guys want to leave now, go back to the tournament, and take things on manually, seeing if you can find the bombs yourselves, seeing if you can win the entire thing through yourselves without knowing what kinds of magical bullshit the crawlers and other people have on their hands? Both
Looking
of them,
at the prestigious from Mars.
both of them are completely valid options that I have things set up for. It is entirely up to you guys.
Okay, huddle up time, everyone.
Okay.
Huddle up. We're huddling
Okay. As
Mhm,
characters as us.
up. Whatever you want to do.
I'm thinking staying here because it might be fun to do as other people for a bit, and also, extra bullshit is always fun.
I really am worried about our world, and I don't know if we'll be able to get back in time. I wish it was more consistent and understandable of how time works in this
He
world.
said
and
several
not-
dozen hours. He didn't say days. I will say that.
Like, we're not gonna be here for 20 years. It's okay. Come
Yeah.
on.
Sure that it's a few hours. It might be good for us in the long run.
I'm not trying to push you to any decision or the other. I'm just saying he did say hours, not days.
Yeah,
That was
All right,
statement.
let's measuring the room. Where are we right now? Because I want to stay. I don't know if you guys saw the same thing I saw over there. It's got me a little bit shaken up personally,
hmm
but
You haven't even mentioned that to
Gathering-
Neverwar yet. All he knows is it's another signer named Camellia. He doesn't know it's you.
I was trying to say it was Piper, but he interrupted before Otto could say it. So-
Don't worry. Go ahead, Otto. Go ahead.
No,
Go.
it's your
You're-
thing. It's your
Alright,
thing,
it's my
though.
thing.
fuck. All right. Listen. After just seeing myself over there, I don't feel too comfortable just leaving.
Yourself?
Yeah, that was it.
Camellia, that's my previous name.
You said it
That
was another
me.
signer.
Another signer with my mark. Yes, it was me.
The same mark.
Mm-hmm.
Same
is-
mark, same voice, same appearance.
That is not possible.
It's as if we were essentially looking at, well, when we had Adrius on our side and then seeing Majesty's Paladin appear at the same time.
You
You're
reminded me of
saying this might have been some kind of a spirit version of them? But
No.
how would it have physical form then?
That's not what I meant. It's almost like that. They were essentially the same person from how they looked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
one
had your
thing
older
that stuck
hairstyle.
out to me is that. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm saying yes
Oh,
to
no,
you.
you got it.
Yes.
One thing that stuck out to me is the way the one we're calling Camellia remembered Piper as the one that left, which makes me wonder a lot of things. It was this other Piper around when Piper was not.
You guys would know.
Piper.
You guys would know during Piper's trauma dungeon
Yeah.
that one of the things that had happened at the very end of it was that they had brought in another person who apparently they were calling special. This person
I
says that
remember
they.
that. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying this person says that they had seen Piper before and that Piper left. You can assume, like, putting A and B together, that person was the one that was brought in.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And I have no idea how any of that happened. And I don't want to just walk out there like that isn't something that we have on our tail now.
Mm.
Our friends are strong. They'll live, right? They'll push on.
It depends if Susie wants to duel.
Come on, all right, give her some credit,
I'm,
all right?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She'll probably want to duel.
Is this the time
She got
to
the
be
bike.
making
All right,
jokes
if I
like
win,
you
then
and
all of the Brotherhood wins. If you win, we all lose. Let's go.
I
I can hear her voice in my head making a stupid bet right now.
Playground rules. Let's go.
I can hear
Hey,
her. Why is she in my
hey,
tent?
Susie, do you have change for a quarter? Sure, I do, Susie.
Listen, we have to lighten up the mood a little.
All right. Forgive me for not being in the most landing of moods right now, Riku. Kind of a lot going on.
I understand.
I left all my riffs and jokes in my other pocket.
Which they're wearing.
Which they're wearing.
Those were my pockets, Riku.
That was a joke, so.
And that hairstyle still looks fucking good. God damn it!
You sure have what? Sure hair looks great.
Paper. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. No.
I mean, you can grow it out again, but that might cause more problems.
I don't think it would be a good time for me. Listen, point is,
Hmm.
we are, at least in my opinion, having to put this on our friends, and knowing the people that are there, with some exceptions, seriously, I think they can handle it. We're
I
not
agree
gonna
on
get a
that.
second chance to do this again.
I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, I'm good to stay as well. That's what I'm thinking. You too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's have faith in our friends and faith in you, King.
If we're going to do this, then everyone here needs to be on the same page. Everyone here needs to be on the same level. And we all need to understand what our role is to be. What we have to gain. That being the case, he motions toward where Majesty's warlock is. Mahavilo, could you please escort Piper to the Chamber of Hyperbole? Mahavilo looks over to Otto.
Can I?
If you would.
Of course, Maud Otto, of course I will! Come on now, Piper. They snap their fingers,
Oh,
they
you
disappear.
Wait, could he just teleport the entire time?
Yes.
Could he teleport into a room that was blocked by debris?
Potentially. Why?
God damn it.
Well,
I mean, we solved it. It's fine.
We solved it in
Sorry.
so many other ways.
that's right, Love Pollo.
Although there is a timeline where you have to do it one by one that's really funny, where it's like, oh, it's the... Oh, why
I
is there
think-
4
I think as they're off doing that, I think Otto will explain to Double Ruler what actually happened, because we just gave him bits and pieces of, like,
Mm.
the whole bit.
As you guys would explain that there, Piper.
Yep.
You would be brought over toward the Chamber of Hyperbole. Just sort of teleported there.
Yep.
All right,
This is
step
it?
right here, right in your way, right in here, right here.
Just up.
That being said,
okay.
I mean, I will warn you. You could see your greatest adversaries, your greatest fears inside of this room.
Oh, it's already done.
Oh, you've already done that? All right. Well, then you have nothing to. Go ahead.
The worst thing I fear truly is myself, and I saw that 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wait a minute. No, you won't be able to see your worst fears in there. You're fine. Go ahead.
There we go. Let's go.
You're
Okay, I'm
just
fine.
like Priska.
What does that mean?
You know, when Priska made their way through here,
She has
they
like
had
a gender thing that's going on with her. I need to know.
No, not that, not that. I'm sure that everybody with eyes can see that. But when it comes to...
I mean, I know, right?
It's just so obvious.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
have to let her know, right? Like, it's
she
not
sells soda for crying out loud.
No,
like,
it
she
just...
sells soda, you know? Like, it's not...
It appears like you, just like Priska, have been chosen.
Chosen for what?
Step right on inside.
Thank you, Mahavalo.
No problem. I'll be over here, waiting every agonizing moment until I'm not with Lord Otto. You know, just saying. You don't have to rush or anything.
You can just fucking go.
Bye-bye.
It's fine.
as soon as go escapes your lips, they're gone.
Piper's like, man, can't wait to not see my fears. There's 3 Pipers.
They're multiplying.
They just do like the meme like bullying images of like the 4 women to just regular Piper.
It's just that one cutscene with all the Xehanorts in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Shut up.
Do you want to make your way inside?
Yeah, let's go.
Piper, upon stepping inside the Chamber of Hyperbole, first thing, being alone for the first time since all of that bullshit just happened.
Yeah.
The world almost collapsing, the Zemia and North Wemco almost being completely destroyed and everything going down. And apparently the culprit was you? Not only that, it was you from the cult you were from that didn't seem to give a fuck about you. Which
Yeah, not
also
even a
kind of
fucking-
hurts.
That actually hurts a lot. Like, it was just like, yeah, no, you don't mean anything to me.
It's like you spent
Not
most of
even
your
like a
time in the
quip.
satellite thinking they were looking for you to fucking dunk on you and throw you away and sacrifice you and shit.
They just
But
had like another one on tow on the fucking Home Depot. How do you think I feel? They had a 2-for-1 on the Piper Special. What do you think I'm doing right now?
It brings a lot of
made
questions.
Custom Piper that loves me more than you.
it brings a lot of questions as to those other people that had disappeared for you, whether or not they were signers or yous, or whether you're even you. Are they you? What?
Who's
It's-
me?
It's wrong.
Start with that.
There's something going on with it, and you can't really understand it at the moment. But as you step in, you find a lot of that doesn't immediately seem to matter. As you step in, let me get. There we go. That's the wrong one, but I'll go with it. I like it. You find yourself looking in at this very dark room. For a moment, expecting to see another Piper or the cult or some kind of traumatizing dream. But instead, as your eyes begin to adjust to the dark room, you notice that you're inside of a structure. One that appears to be very ovaline in nature. Looking about, there appear to be stones that seem to be giving off a slight bit of red light around you. Not the same crimson light that is going on about from your back and from that person's dual disc and everything like that, from Riku's eyes fucking apparently. But it seems to be a heat, almost. As you look around, as everything gets slightly more heated, as everything gets slightly brighter in the room, you see a silhouette outside of this ovaline room. You see it moving about in front of you as it seems to stop and look toward where you are. A plume of flame coming from its nostrils that seem to light up the silhouette slightly more on the other side of this red-hot barrier between you and them. Seems to stare and wait at you.
Now, what is this? Is this like a wall? Like, what is? How does it feel when I bang at it? This like
You
weird
bring
room?
your hand over toward it. It appears to be hot, but not uncomfortably. You feel like it should be, since it is glowing with heat. But it is not
Yeah.
an uncomfortable heat. It is not like a sweltering heat, at least to you. It seems to be more of a warm, comfortable heat. Like heat rocks on your back kind of thing. As it looks to
That's
you, as you touch it, the dragon seems to just look off at you, the silhouette of this long serpentine creature.
Now, what are you?
It reminds you of something. It reminds you of a creature, but you can't put your finger. What was it? What creature does it remind you of?
Some tiny dragon-like creature that froze.
But who could it be?
No, wait. See, I would usually just bring it out and look at it, but as you can see, it got yeeted with the rest of my deck! Blazing dragon, isn't it?
As the silhouette of the creature looks to you, a crack appears in the wall, followed by another, until finally a load of rock and earth fall in front of you, revealing a fiery dragon behind it. As you see. Oh, we don't have to make the card yet. Let's do the other one. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Up. It isn't the same dragon. It is not the same person. It
It'd be
isn't also
hilarious.
Clear Gleam Dragon.
There's 3, there's 4. It's like Beast of Starfrost. It's the same thing 4 times.
You see this dragon appear in front of you.
Well, you're not tiny, nope. That's a pretty big one.
As this large serpentine dragon looks to you, it lets out a bit of a roar in front of you, as this isn't Blazing Dragon. You know its name. It comes to you almost immediately as you stare to it. This is Flashburn Dragon.
Flashburn dragon? You cut off a little. Make a check.
Flashburn Dragon.
Flashburn dragon. Well, you're incredible.
As you say its name, its card appears in your hand. Look at him!
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Wow!
Holy shit!
It's a rock!
It's a rock! It's like the other one!
I'm starting to
Rock.
sense a change in the rock meta.
Once per turn, whenever a card effect you control would destroy one or more cards on the field, you can target one card on the field and destroy it, or cause it to not be destroyed by this card effect one time this turn. During your end phase, you can stack one card from your graveyard under this card you control to add a flashing, burning, searing, or blazing card from your deck to or graveyard to your hand. Or excavate one card from your top of your deck and send it to the graveyard. This card is also considered a
Excavation,
savior
baby!
monster.
This guy also works for the recipe cards because he stops things from being destroyed.
Recipe deck time, baby. You know how it goes.
Let me go ahead and come down here to the card of the day so we can have a bigger version of it.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
baby. Increase him.
Also, it's
Oh.
considered Apollo, apparently.
It's also considered Apollo.
Yeah.
I always knew Apollo would become.
You're not me.
I always knew Apollo would become a dragon, I guess.
Yeah. It's a pretty funny
well,
card.
that's certainly a growth spurt you had.
As this large molten dragon looks back to you, for a moment you worry for yourself very slightly. It is a very terrifying looking beast. However, again, the warmth that comes from it, even from the flames that seems to bellow off of it, seems to be that same kind of comfortable flame, that comfortable heat that you had felt before. It doesn't seem like
Also,
it could.
I was
It doesn't seem like it
previously
could
in
burn
a
you at
room-
all.
Also, I was previously in a room with Uriah,
Yeah, this is fine.
Rafa, and Zorg.
Yeah,
I
this is
think
fine.
This is fine.
This is like a puppy. It's like a little puppy dog.
It's like a little puppy.
But yeah.
This really doesn't. I don't remember you being this big. What are you?
It seems to, for a moment, look to you, puff out its chest, and sort of like stand in a peacocking motion of like, I'm great. That's what I fucking am.
You know what? I like it more.
It's like, what are you? It's like a fucking god, a legend. That's what I am.
I'm the most special thing in the world, and it's like, you know what?
I'm
We'll get along
special,
just
is
fine.
what I am.
We can both be special needs together.
That other you thought they were special. Fuck that. I'm special.
I'm the one who's special.
As you sit there for a moment with them, you feel the confidence coming off of them that can't help but make you endeared a little bit to them. As you reach out to them, unfortunately, you feel the room around you cracking once more. As, from what was said, this room does not seem to have enough power. It does not seem to be able to contain very much of this. As you tumble back a bit, you see this dragon reach its wings, reach its head over towards you as if to try to catch you, but instead it barely misses as you tumble out from behind into the hallway once more. The card no longer in your hand.
We'll see each other again.
You look around. You make your
Right, I told
way.
him to leave. Alright, let's go.
You make your way back toward the doors since nobody's there to greet you. Sort of like rubbing your head from the tumble as you make your way back.
It's fine. I only gave myself head trauma again. It's cool.
Upon stepping back, Otto's like, and then North Wimco teleported us all here. Except they didn't because they fly here and we had to walk.
Yeah, it would have been nice if we teleported here instead of walking all the way back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I should have done that.
It's fine.
You guys see Piper walking back in.
Hey,
Hey
Piper.
guys.
I'm glad that I was brought up to speed from all of. Are you already done?
Yeah, it was very nice actually. I mean, I guess after that anything would be better, but no, it was just a generally positive experience.
I believe then
I saw
that
a
at
dragon.
least. Oh, you saw a dragon as well.
Yeah, some flashburn dragon. There's like a big one with fire and rock.
Interesting. I have heard there was a similar thing that happened to you, Priska.
Yeah, mine had ice, and they were surprisingly more soft than I expected.
Oh, you got to pet yours? Damn it.
Yeah, they seem more mammalian.
Piper's like,
Ah,
fuck.
fuck this one. Fuck.
The three of you should know then what I can offer if I were to make this chamber slightly stronger, more complete. As for Otto, the power that I wanted to give all of you is but the beginning mostly. But it would be something that you would find very useful, especially when combined with that book of yours.
Really?
Again, I offer you a power of unity. One that will allow each of you to contribute to each other's strength.
All right. That sounds incredible.
Have the four of you made up your mind then? You will be staying?
No, and anyway,
Yes, it seems like it.
I suppose you will have to just give yourself blind faith then that the others will. No, I can tell them.
Right, you can call people.
Yeah, you can
she's
call.
just like a signal network. It's incredible.
Stop doing that. Tell me what you can do before I make. Stop that.
Oh, sorry. Have you ever heard of the internet?
No, I don't think so.
It's like a series.
Is that
of
anything?
webs, like
Is
a
that
series of
anything like?
tubes.
Is that anything like that web thing that my previous one of my previous owners was going all about, the World 3 web?
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Although
I
the free, there's free W's and it's worldwide.
Yeah, they picked free W's after the whole Scilabs incident, but let's not talk about that.
After the that sucks.
Riku's from NetNavi confirmed.
That was 4 W's in a worldwide wide web.
Well then, let us set things up. I would require everyone to memorize a certain chant. It's not very many words. We are then to harness the power of the signer's magics. If we combine that power with the power we have achieved off into the forest, then I believe the way forward will be trivial. Once that power is placed inside of me, I'll be able to make that chamber much more powerful, and hopefully, given time, I'll be able to figure a way to combine more places in this realm to one another. We may not be able to immediately travel to the higher planes, but I suppose the central elemental planes will be rather easy to go to. Perhaps even making our way toward the remainder of the forest or even the Beast Gear world. But we will have to see. As he motions about toward the other Majesty's people, all of them look to Otto before doing anything. Devil Ruler chooses to ignore this.
Yes.
Just be subtle about it.
As the three of them will make their way to perform the different duties that Majesty's Ruler has told them to do. Again, he's ignoring the fact that they're only listening to you. He will return to his throne. And my guys, back over, trying to get into a different we'll go hyper chan. Perfect. Back over with those above, those outside of the spirit world, those who are waiting for their battles to take place. Street looks forward after just making his deck once more, looking at a card in particular and deciding against placing it into the deck, giving a bit of a shake of a head like, nah, that's a bad idea. He gets on his dual disc. Street, I'd like to talk to you. Gear, yeah, sure. As he puts it through. All of you guys, at this moment, as everybody's preparing to have you guys go and do things, you guys have the floor. What would you like the others to know? Yeah, Gear, what's up?
Hey, Street.
Oh,
Hey, Street.
hey, guys. What? You guys get back?
No,
No.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be in the spirit world a little bit longer.
yeah, there's a situation.
Well, that's fine. As long as you guys get back before the portal closes, right?
That might not be a
Yeah,
possibility.
we might
Did-
be cutting it close this time.
Did the portal explode?
No, it's actually a good thing. We're gaining more power.
I actually
Yeah.
think it'd be easier if the portal exploded.
Yeah, it actually would be, honestly.
We had a lot happen, Street. So can you do us a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you, one, call us if they try to pull any shenanigans like they usually do?
I mean, maybe don't
And-
call us because then we'll get worried about it and we can't really go anywhere.
Also,
Yeah.
once the portal's closed, you're not sure if you can call him.
Yeah, I also don't think we'll be able. Yeah, I think once the
Because, you know,
portal
time is
closes-
weird desync on both sides. You guys call, all you hear is...
It's just an inventory.
Okay, maybe that can't happen. Keep the morale up on everyone.
Why?
Basically-
What? Why are you...
Just- Listen.
Street. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. Your motivational, go for it.
But listen, Street.
Yeah?
We're having a little bit of a crisis, but we're gonna be fine. We're not gonna be able to make it in time. So, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hmm.
I need you
Yeah.
to tighten up.
Oh, believe
and
me.
Get everyone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, have it even harder. Whatever you can.
I can make
tighten
diamonds
up.
right now. I'm just letting you know, Piper.
Those might actually sell well. That's not the point. Listen. I need you to get everyone. And
Uh-huh.
you guys need to hold the fort, alright?
Mm-hmm.
This all depends on you guys right now.
Which means look over each of his decks and win all your duels.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. I can... Yeah.
Straight.
Listen.
Straight.
Yeah, good.
This is really important. We
No, I
might
get
have a
that.
way
I
to...
don't think you guys would do this without it being, but still.
Straight. We have faith in you and everyone. So, have faith in us as well.
I'll make sure we can stall as long as we can. I mean, we have the others with us. We have Mars and Sano, so... I mean, we're probably good on dueling. I mean, we can probably just... You know, we can probably just win it outright. Yeah, we're fine. But, you know, there are
That's a
bombs
spirit.
still around.
Yeah.
That freaks me out a little bit, but, you know...
We're working on it, alright?
We're
It's
working
not
on that.
going
You're not
this
just ditching
long.
us because the bombs, right?
No, in
No.
fact, what are the things we might be able to
I mean,
get is
I've thought about it. I'm gonna be honest with
a
you.
way
I thought
to
about
find the bombs.
I thought about running away into the spirit world whenever because of bombs. It crossed my mind. I just wanted to let you know.
And you did it, right?
Yeah, you didn't.
That's the keyword. You're still here fighting, Straight.
I mean, we could just get everybody to get in there, right? We don't have. It's not like a. It's
That-
still a
that's
plan that
the-
can happen if the bombs are gonna go off, right?
Either
That's
way,
yeah.
if this happens and everyone leaves and the crawlers take over, we still are going to be. We're gonna wish we exploded. Actually, I think.
All right. Okay, I'll make sure as many of us can get through our rounds as we can.
Good.
Oh, and
That's a
just
spirit.
in case, if you see Piper with long hair, that's not
Don't bring that
Piper.
up, please. It's not. It's not.
No,
not
it's
there
important.
right now. It's
Yeah,
not important right now.
She's in Neo Domino. We're fine.
Okay, but you know, Master Zork, you know.
All right, we'll talk.
Stop-
We'll
stop.
talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, just focus on the tournament. Everything else after that moment, just ignore.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me let everyone know, and I'll go over their decks as much as I can.
Good.
Thank you.
Be careful, guys.
You too.
You too.
There's a click, but as we linger on him, he gives a sigh. I'm still here. You can go now. All right. Street looks over toward the others. As he does, for a moment, his eyes lingering on Deck, and then on Tank, and then on Kiwi.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. He's
He-
one.
Gives a sigh. He looks to his deck and he sees the cursed spinning wheel card. The same one you guys told him that he should always be playing if it is something he feels is strong. They'd say the same thing. He goes to his cards He takes out the card he was looking at before. He will then go to his deck, pull out the Monster Reborn that's in his deck. Because he can't have 2 forbidden cards.
It's time.
And he is going to pull out the card he was given by the person who was over with Ruth. This card.
Dude, did you just summon your mom?
Oh my god!
It's time to come back.
She's a plant now?
She's a plant.
Hextrude, the Witch Queen of Dune. How else do you think all those cursed thorns went everywhere, guys?
Oh my god.
We're not gonna
As
talk
street
about that.
size, well, all cards want to be played. Isn't that right? Tess.
As he slips this card back into his deck.
My boy. My man.
It's also using the official art of them like moving their hand off to the left instead of the one that just had their arms to the sides like the original one I made.
This bitch can destroy maximum monsters.
Yeah,
God
they
damn
can.
it.
Yeah, it can.
Oh my god.
It is a
This bitch took
monster.
over the entire satellite. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. This is consistency.
If a curse spell card or a Forgotten Castle of Thorns is face up on the field, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Once per turn, if Forgotten Castle of Thorns is face up on the field, you can target 1 monster or maximum monster on the field and destroy it. When this card destroys an opponent's monster, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. It gains 400 attack and defense. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can pay half your life points to banish this card to special summon 1 Witch of Dark Destruction from your extra deck.
Oh my god.
Yep, he's
You're
eating
playing with
good.
fire. I kind of like it. Don't get possessed again. Lucius is strong, but you know, like
I believe this is what they call exposure therapy.
exposure therapy.
He was only gonna put this in his deck if you guys decided to stay behind.
He's like, fuck, time to bring a nuclear option.
I told you guys before the game that this was the thing that could possibly change.
I don't know. I'm
Hell
down for
yeah.
it. I'm down
Yeah.
for the character development. Let's go. Street arc. Street sweep. I'm here for it.
The street sweeper!
The street sweeper.
Let's go.
Okay. I think, with that being said, leaving behind our group into the realms of battle, potentially connecting the higher planes and the central elemental planes, trying to figure out exactly where things are going to go from here after seeing a new old Piper. I think with all those things happening, as well as a Dark Master Zork appearing and bit slapping a Grapha. And a lot of things have happened today. And next time, all of you are gonna try your hand at being all of your guys' NPCs again.
Yay!
It's fine. It's just gonna be Kiwi. That's easy.
Street, I
Not
won't
Venus.
fail you
That's
this
gonna be
time.
difficult.
Street, I won't fail you this one, brother. We're gonna win it.
I mean, at least he isn't finding a Dark World card no, a deck now.
Street's
We
like,
ain't gonna
I
fucking
swear.
lose this one, brother.
Street's like, I swear, we'll delay as much as we can. So he's like, I think I'm just gonna surrender so I can just, you know, make out and all that.
Susie, no! One thing that is super funny, big funny,
Yeah.
is that potentially, because of how you guys have made their decks, some of them might have the chance to win the tournament before you guys show
To
up.
win it.
Yeah.
They technically
man.
could try to win the tournament before you guys show
I'm
up.
here.
That depends on
I'm
you guys.
Here for the deck and Kiwi
It would be
sweep as
super
well.
funny.
I've added some interesting cards to Sano's deck, and I think it'll be great.
What do you mean decking Kiwi? Come on, it's the Susie Sweep. baby.
Talk about the Susie sweep.
As in Susie, sweep you off your feet.
Oh, hello.
Yo, she got
I did
that
not
whiz.
think about the adding Lord Jinzo into the game would allow you to bypass the rock puzzle. That's my bad.
There's like literally like a you know like that meme with the domino pieces. It's like the beginning one is like, let's add Kirby into the game because Will thought it was funny, and it ends at he helps bypass a major puzzle at a plot critical point.
We need another Lord Jinzo art with him not having the Lord Jinzo parts, because obviously this isn't anything but Lord Jinzo. This is Lord Poyo. We need Lord Poyo art.
Lord
Yeah, Lord Poyo.
Yeah, we need some Lord Poyo art.
Get on that. Like,
Lord
Yeah,
Poyo,
that's fine.
I have ideas.
creator of stars, creator god. 1 star.
Oh,
Once
it was
per
great.
turn.
If he hadn't have freaking destroyed the guy up here, you guys would have had a much harder time with other Piper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
For
would have had
no
a
reason,
much harder time with other Piper if he didn't fucking fuck this guy up here.
Yeah.
Where's the token for other Piper? For no reason. Don't ask questions.
It's over by Zort.
Yeah, the Dark Master.
Right here.
There it is. Okay, screenshot. All right. Don't
Yeah,
ask questions.
we'll see how things go. It would be super funny. It's not amazingly likely, but it would be super funny if they just won the tournament before you guys got back.
I am standing for it personally.
If it happens, it happens. It would be super hilarious. We're gonna go ahead and end the recording there, my dudes. Hope everybody had a great time today. I thought we were gonna get a little bit more outside of the spirit world done today, but we got to do some fun stuff in character today. We got to
Yeah.
fucking have Uriah and Grapha fight against what is essentially we have been setting up for the past, not even just this campaign, but kind of last campaign, to being a main villain of the universe. So I'm down. This is fun. This is great. Hope everybody had a
Fucking
great
Zork.
time. Hope you all get back in on us next week. There are some things we didn't go over during game today, but that's just because there was a bunch of stuff going on, so we will go over them as soon as recording is over. Hope you guys have a good time. Until next time, guys, like always, later days.
Goodbye.
Bye.